Play your song. Play your song. Turn your song up. Let your song play while they.
Yeah, this is that shit right there, dude. I'm gonna start it over. This is vintage though. Vintage right here. Every night. What's that?
No, I said do the dance, y'all.
Oh hell yeah, man! Damn, cut this motherfucker off. Man, this is like 1985 right here, bro.
The old school shit. That's the good shit, man. I can't get into this new stuff really, man. That's why I like messing with older chicks, because I don't like these young chicks complaining about what I'm listening to. They don't, because they don't fucking know it, and I don't feel like putting them on to it all the time.
Here you go, man. This is our intro right here, man.
Look at this black ass guy right here listening to this shit. and he ain't even from the West Coast, so it ain't like if he was from the West Coast, he was like it because you're supposed to. I like this video too.
Hell yeah, badass video. Yeah.
What's going on? No John, what's going on?
To get the real motherfucking G's in.
Easy, he was hard though, man. He was a hard little nigga, man. He was hard though. He seemed like he was hard though. He didn't even have to say much. He just seemed like, man, don't fuck with him. That's when he showed the picture right there. Yeah. I'm gonna see you some shit. Matter of fact, let me go to my history. I was watching it the other night. It was about you remember Caution?
What was the name?
Caution. I forgot their songs, but they kind of was affiliated with Death Row and shit.
Yeah, I remember Caution. Man.
Yeah, there was a kid group. So basically, it's the guy Gonzo. He telling stories, and one of the stories was him getting kicked off a plane. Him getting kicked off a plane with Death Row, and then another story was he said DJ Quick, Suge Knight made DJ Quick slap his brother. If that makes sense. So basically, his brother was out of pocket, right? So instead of Suge Knight smashing on him, he like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna make DJ Quick slap you.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. It's
I had one of my boys back in the day throw a garbage can on a dude, man.
Oh yeah.
I remember it was when we were young, man. We were in an alley, man. You know the alleys back in the hood and shit. So this dude was stepping up, and one of my boys just loved fighting, just loved to fight people. He would just find any reason to fight somebody. So this dude was stepping up to me, Then my boy just grabbed a big ass garbage can, one of them heavy metal garbage cans, and threw it on the dude's back. Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, damn, I guess he took care of my shit. I didn't even have to fuck with it.
You know what? I'm super saucy and technically savvy now. I'm a big boy now. I'm gonna put the link in the chat for y'all and send it to you. I'm doing my thing now. I done stepped my internet game up.
Cool, I got it, man.
Yeah, that's one, and then it's the other one. But Gonzo, like the way he tells us, it's not even the fact that the story is funny, it's the way he tells the story and make it even better. Because he hella funny as it is. I didn't know about his personality and shit, but he hella funny as it is. And he yeah, watch when he tell the story though. He talk about the flight attendants, like he tell it's even more than that. Like he talk about the night before Tupac died, and it's good because they're not even too long. So you get a lot of information in like 10, 15 minutes. Each drop is like 7-8 minutes. So it's like, even though it's like not 30 minutes an hour, cool, you get coverage on the way he tells us shit.
All right.
It's good. You're going to laugh. It's hella funny.
Hey, tonight I want to talk about, I thought about a quick topic we could talk about later in the show. I want to talk about women that we had to put on punishment.
Ooh.
I want to talk about why you got to put women on punishment, what the things they do to deserve to go on punishment, and then how long you got to make them wait. They got to earn their way back in the rotation. So
y'all put a fire sign just for that fucking topic right there. Y'all realize how y'all about to get laced off of that question?
Yeah, I think it's important for men to put women on a timeout and fucking freeze their ass for a long ass time and make them suffer for a while, so they can realize that you're not going to tolerate that bullshit. So,
and don't wait till they do some fuck shit to do it. Just do it. You got to do it. You just can't wait at bottom and shit and whip it out.
Go ahead, Afi. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. And don't tell them shit. They know what the fuck they're doing. You don't have to fucking have no conversation with them and tell them why you're doing anything. Do bosses have conversations with you when they get ready to fire your ass? Hell no. So they might give you one warning. They'll be like, hey, you fucked up. So don't let that happen again. And then if you fuck up again, you're just gonna come in and get the pink slip. So that's it. So one more quick song, man, before we get into this shit.
Okay. Hey, just to let y'all know, that link, that's not my channel. That's the drop I'm talking about. So just click on it and then go back. So that way that, bam, when you get off of this shit, you won't have to look for it. What do you say again? No, it's going to be in your history, fam. I just laced y'all right there. It's just the easy shit. Mm-hmm. Instead of y'all being like, what? Comment. What was that person you said that dropped? No, just click it and go back. And now you got it.
Hey, this is the kind of song that I wake up to, man. This is the song that's playing in my head when I open my eyes in the morning.
Ravishing Redwood.
Hey, all eyes on me. Roll up in the club. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. You know what? I bet you got it twisted, you don't know who to trust. So many player hating niggas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the fall, but I don't think they know it. Straight to the depths, hell is where them cops going. Well, all you still down, nigga, holler when you see me. And let these devils be sorry for the day they finally free me. I got a caravan of niggas every time we ride. Hitting motherfuckers up when we pass by. Until I die, little like a boss player. Cause even when I'm hot, fuck with me if you cross later. The bitches in my eyes. Cause all I want is cash and things. A 5 double low bands wanting flashy rings. Bitches pursue me like a dream. Been known to disappear before your house is like a dope thing. It seems my main thing was to be major. Paid the game chocolate in the motherfucking razor blade. Save money, bring bitches. Bitches bring lies. One nigga's getting jealous and motherfuckers die. Depend on me like the first and 15. They might hold me for a second, but before gon' get me. We got 4 niggas and low riders and ski masks screaming thug life. Every time they pass, all eyes on me. Little like a thug nigga, till a day I die.
This album bring me to a whole time period in my life, man.
Yeah, man.
I remember just my whole, like, certain shit you got a little bit of memory of, like this All Out 95, 96, man. That was just a good ass time in my childhood, man. Good ass time in the childhood at that time. Khalid. Well, see, Kylie, you fucking with me. You just sat through a 3.5 hour stream and you back at it, man. That's love, man. That's a free console. Man, hit my DM, man.
Yeah. By the way, I caught some of that stream, man. I was trying to get it, but I was in and out, and it was very, very good material tonight.
Oh, thank you, man.
Good material tonight.
It was a pleasure. Like I was telling the cats on there, like, see, the thing about it is, like, I like doing this shit, but how I'm trying to say this, hold on, what was my fucking point? Oh, like, I like working with people who got game and I can mesh with. It don't matter who got the subscribers and who got the game. The shit gotta be fun for me. Because on the chat, one of the guys was like, you need to finesse your way into the Red Man group. And I was telling him, like, I don't really want to do that because, like, those cats, I mean, I respect them, but they're kind of off from me. I don't feel like I would mesh with them. Now, I mean, I would, if they called me, I wouldn't be like, fuck y'all niggas, but I'm not trying to do that because it got to be fun for me. Because some of that shit, I've listened to it, and it don't even be fun listening to it. Like, I'll get a dose of it and be like, all right, you know, Rolo and all them that talk, and, you know, they keep, you know, Feed My Nature, I talk about it too, but it's just like they talk about it with no solution. So it's like y'all just going over this same information for like 2-3 hours, but y'all not coming with like a solution or ways to go around it or ways to you know what I mean?
Right. No, exactly.
Yeah. So when I'm on these lives, it's like it's fire game, and it's even funner for me because I can listen as a viewer. The shit y'all think is fire, motherfucker, I think it's fire too. I hear the same shit y'all hearing, but it's even more fire because I can hear the same y'all hear shit, and I can say shit when I want to. So not only do I get to listen as a fan, I can chime in and out. Like, that's hella fun for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to comment. I can just be like, say just right now, bam. And then when you're talking, it's like I'm just like them listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I think. Oh, let me turn this down. I got a little bit of. I hear myself talking now. Let's see something.
Yeah, it's like I know who the fuck he is, just like I know who you is. Like, that's why I named this shit that. It's like we mesh well. You know what I'm saying? It don't got nothing to do with, oh, you got this many subscribers, or oh, you a pretty boy, or no, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I know what type of people I can get along with and what type of people I can't get along with. Fast. It don't take long.
I'm gonna see if turning on this camera improves the audio, because I could kind of get I can hear myself.
Black and yellow.
Yeah, man.
Hold on, now I gotta. Oh, I already put the video on Instagram, but now we gotta do our photo. I guess you know what? It's funny how people pick up on shit because the times that we did that, people caught on to it. like they notice it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing it just to, you know, on Instagram to let the people know, like, hey, I'm fucking live on my channel right now, but people like this right here. So now, photo op. See, now you fucked it up. I'm showing you. This is what I'm showing you right now. This whole time.
Cool, man. That's cool. So back to what you were saying earlier too. I think it's okay to focus on issues, man. You know, it's okay to focus on the issue to identify issues. But if that's all you talk about is the issues, and like you said, no solutions, what's the point? Even when I have my one-on-one consultations, I'll ask them, tell me what the issues are. And then they'll tell me what the issues are. I'm like, all right, so what kind of solutions do you think you should come up with? And they usually know what the answer is. It's just a matter of implementation. So you got to implement, you know, these solutions, man. So female nature is female nature. That goes back to the beginning of time. I know what it is, which is why I said let's put them on punishment. You have to put women on punishment. If you're not going to do that, then you're going to fail with women. So because they're going to shit test you no matter what. Even a guy that's 20 in a 20-year marriage right now is getting shit tested. So you have to, I mean, it's a constant thing. If you're going to decide to be in a relationship or you want to date somebody exclusively, whatever the case may be, and even if you're not dating them exclusively, you just have them in the rotation, they still got to know that you're that dude. So they're going to be constantly shit testing you. I mean, it'll slow down a bit once they start to see, this guy's the real deal, but they will still shit test. So you gotta put them on timeout, and you gotta do it for a long period of time. You gotta have willpower. I don't care if you like that pussy or not. I don't care if you love that pussy. Hey, no pussy is worth your dignity.
It's
No
not.
pussy is worth your dignity. So as a man, and once she knows that she has you, that the power of the P, that she's controlling you with that, she's gonna do anything she wants to you. So it's important that men can overcome the power of that hole, man. I mean, you gotta overcome that. You
know what? I've even fucked up with my ego, E. So look, even me, this is where I fucked up at, y'all. So I'm giving y'all some games off my fucks up. So me, well, you know, which is a pleasure. I actually honor and thank you guys, man, because I be looking at my analytics and shit, and I see that I got a worldwide audience, and that shit's fucking dope. Because I just started off talking to my phone. Now I got motherfuckers in Ireland and Russia who watch my shit, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? But the point of it is dating women. So there's been times where I say I dated a woman who I felt I was dating down. Now that don't mean that I felt she was ugly or nothing like that. But sometimes you know when you're sometimes with somebody and it's like there's a ceiling on it. So it's not that they can talk too much, they can be too sensitive. Like I've dealt with chicks who are bad and thick or whatever, be too sensitive, and that's just a quality that knowing myself, I can't deal with for a long duration of time. Like that shit's gonna be it's gonna be cute for a second, and then it's like, okay, bitch, you're fucking crying all the time over your fucking personal shit. Like it doesn't. So the thing is like I've made this mistake of thinking like, okay, I'm with this woman and she's not even on the same like status as me, because like where I'm from, like people know me for chicks and shit. So my ego was saying she should be lucky to be fucking with me. So I then got comfortable and then they didn't lost interest, and I'd be like, what the fuck? I'm giving her. I even made it a thing. Like I'm giving back to the community. Like, man, I'm doing her a favor. She gonna take an hour to text me back, but you gotta stay on your shit. That's why I'm single. It don't have nothing to do with me fucking a million bitches. I know that relationship takes time, effort, patience, compromise, and I'm just not willing to do that right now. That's what it's about. It don't got nothing to do with me fucking 5 bitches or 10 bitches.
We're in the same exact situation, man. I just have too many things that I'd like to accomplish, and one of them is not to satisfy a fucking woman's ego all day long. So that's just where I'm at right now. I just know what comes with a relationship, and it's a hell of a lot of fucking, like you said, compromise, meeting in the middle, halfway. I got to go places they don't want to, that I don't want to go to. Like that. Like I said in my last time we had a live stream, or two streams before. I had women on the side that I would never ever go anywhere with them, like no holiday parties, like Christmas time right now. I would never be with them at any party, and then everybody would ask, "Where's EO at? Where's he at? We haven't met him yet. It's been 3 years." And then so I'm not relationship material, man. I'm not, and I may never be in a relationship. I mean, I've come to that.
Know that though, because some guys are not relationship material, but they're in denial about it. They don't.
Yeah. And I'm done satisfying the public. I'm done satisfying family. I'm done satisfying friends. I'm done satisfying, any idea that anyone has for me. I've already squashed all that. So I don't care what my family thinks. I don't care what my friends think. To a certain degree, I care. But I don't really have any friends that aren't in that we're not like-minded. I don't have any friends that I got to come down to their level. I really, really don't. And that's important. That's the other thing too. If you're too busy watching other people live, you forget how to live yourself. You don't know how to live yourself. You're too busy watching other people live. Really? It's very important that you learn how to live as a man for yourself. Okay. Without second guessing yourself. And you will second guess yourself many times. But then you come back to center and you realize, hey, man, like me, it took me 37 years to realize I'm not relationship material. I don't like being a boyfriend. I don't like being with one woman. It becomes very boring to me. I become stagnant in a way. Now, some might say, hey, you didn't find the right woman yet, EO. And that may be the truth. OK, or maybe it wasn't time for that yet. I have too many other things to accomplish. Once I accomplish those things, then I will go ahead and recruit someone and bring them into the system. But that's how I feel about it. So it's just, what's up, Tally?
TTG, what's up? What's up, man? He said I'm relationship material, but people, yeah, they gotta know, man. People don't know themselves. It's like you gotta don't do what the cool thing is. Do what works for you. Like I can only tell. I spoke on that on the live stream. Like I can only tell you my reality. Like sometimes I just had, matter of fact, yeah, I just had a consultation literally a minute before I got on air with you, and the thing is I was even telling him like sometimes it's kind of hard when people ask me certain questions because what I would do is just flows out. Like somebody be like, man, I met this girl and she didn't text me twice. I mean, she didn't text me back twice and she ghosted me. And I'm like, shit, fire that shit. Get another one. But it's like, you really want the girl. I got to come up with something. I know, but it's just like, damn, just get you another one, fam. Why you?
Or instead of firing her, just put her on B team, man. Just put her on B team. Like no more dinners, no more fancy nothing, no more taking her anywhere she doesn't deserve it until she demonstrates that she's deserves to have that kind of interaction with you. Then you can promote her again. But maybe instead of trying to like cut women off, I noticed that even with the guys I talk to, like, should I text her back? Should I text her back? I'm like, motherfucker, this ain't life or death, motherfucker. You just texting a bitch. I mean, like probably, I mean, it's not life or death dealing with women, man. And you know, maybe don't text her back, but just put her on B team. Just she's on ice right now, and when she gets back to you, then now she has to earn her way back in. So you know, I used to tell women, so what are you offering? You're texting me. Don't text me. They'll be like, hey. I remember I would have women text me, hey, and I would just be like, that's not enough. You better come with something better than that. I would just tell them flat out, that's hey is not enough for me. What are you texting me for? And then they would be like, you know, sometimes they'd have an attitude. Not many times, though. They might say, well, I haven't seen you in a while. You've been quiet. And I'm like, well, first of all, I've been busy. Second of all, you ain't bringing something. You're not bringing what I want. So you're not bringing what I want. So you don't get my time. Simple as that. And you just tell them flat out. Tell women flat out exactly how you feel. Don't beat around the bush. Tell them exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. Why waste time? Why waste time? I mean, if you feel like going out to a nice steak dinner, I told her this is how I truly feel. If I'm in the mood for a steak dinner, then I'm going to a steak dinner. And if I want this brunette with me, then I tell this brunette, you're the one coming with me for a steak dinner tonight. If I don't want a steak dinner, then we ain't going nowhere. That's how I feel about it. Then we're not going anywhere. So I have to want to do it. And I know that sounds selfish, but I'm a self-centered motherfucker. I'm not selfish. I'm very self-centered. I'm centered in self. There's a difference, guys, between selfishness and self-centeredness. I want you guys to understand the difference. Selfishness means you just shit all over everybody. You don't give a fuck. You're just a take kind of person. Self-centeredness means you're centered in self first and foremost, primarily centered in you, taking care of your responsibilities, taking care of your wellness, taking care of your happiness, and then you invite somebody in. But relationships kind of require you to be almost abandon yourself. They almost require you to abandon yourself to make someone else happy. And I'm not willing to do that with my precious moments that I have in this life. I will make you happy when you're with me. You're going to get the ultimate experience when you're with me. But I'm not going to have, like I said, you got to, like Tally said, he's relationship material. Fantastic. I'm glad he can identify that and he's happy in his relationship. Me, on the other hand, I don't want a relationship. So I tell women from the get, you have to be a hell of a woman to convince me to go into a relationship. So are you a hell of a woman? I'll ask them flat out. What can you bring that would make me change my mind?
Right.
And they just, sometimes they say something, sometimes they have no answer. And I know by the silence, you're not the one.
Facts.
So that's it.
Because when you want something, you come up with an answer.
You know, and here's the thing. I'm not going to dismiss them because they don't have an answer. I just automatically know that this woman is put on B team.
Yeah.
Woman is on B team now. So that's it.
Because this is the thing. Like, see, like I say, fire that shit. That's something that I say and I live by. But what cats don't understand is they always make the connection. When I say fire that shit, I'm calling some women like, bitch, it's over. You're fine. No, that just means mentally you're done. I have no more significance or or like fucking hope to build with this situation. It don't mean I fucking called and cussed her out and shit. Fire that shit means when you get fired at work, what happened? It's over.
Right.
And
they don't take you back either. When was the last time a job took somebody back? It can happen. It's very rare when a job takes somebody back. They give you a warning. They give you expectations from the jump. They want productivity from you. They want you to come in with a good attitude. They want to help. They want numbers to increase. That's why they brought you on. So if they give you a warning and say, hey, you made a mistake, this mistake can't happen again. It was very costly to the system. It was very costly to this company. It was a very expensive mistake that you made. So that can't happen again. If it happens again, there's no complaints. You don't even have to tell them anything.
Right.
And I know it sounds hard-nosed, but hey, it is what it is. We live in a dog-eat-dog world. No one's looking out for you. I want to tell you guys as men, that's why I made a channel too, because no one's looking out for men anymore. So that's why we got to stick together too. No one's looking out for you. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Okay. Not even your own family care about you that much. Okay. So I'm just letting you know right now, your own family's talking shit about you behind your back. In some fashion, they're talking shit. Now, especially if you try to break from the system that they created for you. If you try to break from that conditioning that they set for you, that they brainwashed you in that shit, and you start having a mind of your own, watch out. Your own family's going to rebel against you. So I had to go through that. I had to go through the fact I had to dismiss family members. I had to dismiss friends that I had for 15, 20 years because I'm changing. I'm changing, and I'm no longer going to live that bullshit. So my life is far better now because of that.
People always think it has to be like some bitter type of resentment, like 2019, y'all, everybody got to go. If I don't, that type of shit. Like, just do what you do, man. You don't have to make an announcement. You don't have to prove how serious you are about it. Just do it. It's like,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Oppie. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
Well, no, it's just like people put this shit out there. It's like when they put it out there like that, it's like they really don't want to do it because they're putting their feelings out there for somebody to justify why they shouldn't do it.
That's why I was having a conversation with someone about guys that go MGTOW. Now, I'm not saying MGTOW is all fucked up. No, it's not. It's not all fucked up. But basically, a guy that goes MGTOW is looking for validation. That's my opinion. A guy that goes MGTOW, he couldn't get validation from women. He could not get the respect of women. He was not in charge of his life. So therefore, he had to go to a club, just like any other fucking club, where people will accept you, where there's like-minded people around, so that you all can voice your complaints and shit. So that's my opinion. And I'll probably be crucified for that, but I don't really give a shit because that's my opinion. I feel like MGTOW, there's some good philosophies there, and I know that in some part they mean well, but also at the end of the day, you don't need to join that movement to change your fucking life. You just change your fucking life. That's it. Change your life.
Yeah, bro. Say it again. You don't need say it again.
You don't need to join any group. Any group. You don't have to join religion. You don't have to join MGTOW. You don't have to join any fucking thing or any red pill associations. You don't have to join shit. Not saying there's anything against that, but you don't have to do that. The problem is you don't want to change your life. So you
have to join a gang and shit to have a family.
It's just like standing on a street corner and joining a gang. That's a matter of abandonment from fucking childhood, and now you want to join some sort of group, no matter what the group is, as long as they accept you and invite you into it. So that's really what it is. So I want guys to be able to just walk on their fucking own. Walk on your own. That doesn't mean, and help people along the way. Build yourself up to a point where you can do it by yourself. Of course, you don't do anything solely by yourself, but for the most part, you do. And then once you build yourself up to this fucking champion, you don't sweat what women do to you. You don't sweat hardly anything about life. You don't sweat sickness. You accept the fact that you're a human being and that you're occasionally going to get sick. Something's going to take you out of this fucking life. So, it's just that I don't want to live a life of worry and fear. I want to live a life like I'm a fucking warrior and I'm my entire being is infinite. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I tell myself every day. So that's where I'll leave that one, man. I think guys, even with the YouTube stuff, I mean, it comes a point where you do need a mentor. You need someone to help influence you and get you to the next phase of your life. Since there's nothing wrong with that, but at some point you got to walk on your own 2 feet. And like you said, we're giving away free information. It's Friday night. We could be doing anything with these minutes, and we're trying to help guys out. Go use this shit. Go use this shit. If I had somebody telling me what Afi is telling you, or what Black Ram said earlier, or TTG, or whoever, all these wonderful guests, if I had people giving me this knowledge, this experience, that I would absolutely utilize that information, and I would also reward the people who gave it to me. So
What?
stop talking and shit.
I was waiting too. I'm looking at what's going on.
Yeah, man. We had a moment of silence after that shit.
Hey, Tyler Great had a great question for me and you. I'm gonna just take it real quick and then you take it. He says, and real quick, Khalid Hassan says, with knowledge, you have to be like Bruce Lee. Take a little bit from all forms, then formulate your own style. Preach, fam.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. But the question was, me and you, were we ever happy in a relationship? Me, yeah, I've been happy in a relationship, in love and everything, but that still wasn't enough for one-on-one exclusivity. That part was never. There's been times where I wasn't, like, say if I was in a relationship for some years, there's maybe been spans of maybe 2 months or 3 months where I ain't tapped nothing, but there's never been a situation where I was exclusive for the whole time. And I'm not saying that as a bad or good thing. What I'm saying is I've always yeah, I've been happy in a relationship. Like I said, and being in love is a great feeling too. And it's a great feeling when you have a woman love you, because you can feel it. It don't matter what that she say it. You know it. When a woman really love you, you know it. She ain't gotta tell you that shit. You just fucking know. But me personally, I never looked at myself as a relationship guy ever. My whole connection with relationship was I wanted a family, and that's a sacrifice that I wanted to make. But I've never met a woman and been in love and being like, you know what, she's special to me. I don't need no other one. No, I just like my one and be one of my other ones. I mean, so I've been like real love. I travel and shit. I'd be like, man, fuck that. I live my life as I only have one anyway. So I just try to do how I feel and move how I move. But yeah, to answer the question, I've been happy, but committed, I've never been committed before. There's been spans where if I'm in a relationship for 3 years, I might have not hit no new ass in 6 months or some shit like that. But there's never been a 100% exclusive situation for myself.
Okay.
Love, yeah.
Well, I'm going to answer the question about love. I don't think women love anybody. I'm just going to be completely honest. I don't think we as people love like we say we do. I think we feel something enjoyable, and then we call that love. Okay. But I don't believe that any woman really can truly love. And I don't think men truly love. I think there's moments of happiness, but only because you're getting your way. Okay. So I always say this: take away all the benefits that a woman brings you. Tell me if you love her ass. You don't love her fucking ass. She don't love you either. She only loves you because of the benefits that she gets from you. Okay. When the benefits stop, the love ends. All right. So, and this is just human nature, man. I'm not even trying to be negative. Normally I try to,
let me just say something. When I speak on love, I'm speaking on my version of love.
I got that. I understood that.
I love it, and no, I don't mean it like that. I just want to.
I got you. No, I got you. No, I feel you. Remember what I told you? I told this one girl remember what I told you when we did the King's Court, and I said a woman told me she loved me. I said, no, you don't. You don't love me. You love you. You love you. How you love the experience, how you're experiencing yourself right now through our interactions. Because I'm a real dude. I don't beat around the bush. I talk. Everything that comes out of my mouth is real talk. Whether I'm on YouTube or I'm off YouTube. When I'm talking, it's real talk. So women love that because then they have an opportunity to be authentic themselves. So my thing is that
Yeah, you gotta be real quick. You gotta give them the opportunity to be authentic because they're not gonna just give you that, fam. Just because you're a man, you show up and you're a boss and shit. They don't, no, it don't work like that, fam.
No, you're absolutely right. And then, but I just know that once the benefit stops, the love ends. Okay, so once the benefits stop, the love ends.
Whatever the benefits are, it's not always. People always think sex, money, sex, money. It's not always those fucking two things.
No, it's not. It could be someone saying good morning to you in the morning. I remember I met a girl who told me, you know, I wish you would tell me good morning in the morning. It's very important to me that the man of my life says good morning to me. And I just thought, like, damn, I don't even like saying all that though. Like, if I want to say good morning to you, I'll say it. And I remember thinking, like, no, I'm not, as selfish as that may sound, I never told her good morning. She probably did at that point, though, find a secondary guy that will tell her good morning. I guarantee, since I didn't do it, I'm her number one, but she found a number two to tell her good morning. I promise you that.
Hey, promise that again, that you got to realize what you're not doing, the next man will do. And that don't matter what it is. It can paint her toenails if you don't do it, somebody else will. It can be fucking piercing her ears if you don't do it, the next person will. It could be putting your Jordan cap on correctly, face camera angle forward. If she don't do it, the next one will. So just always take note to that too. You know, they can make it happen, fam. And they don't have to be a super dime either, because y'all be so damn thirsty and be having these chicks weigh 200 pounds thinking they just got super ass, but really they just, you know, that's a whole nother thing though.
And you know what else I've seen, Alfie? I've seen men that marry women or get into long-term relationships, and they get punished by their women, man, because the women see, like, damn, this motherfucker's not pleasing me, and now I'm in a relationship with him. I made a commitment. So I think women try to satisfy that commitment. Men try to satisfy the commitment. They try to be faithful, but at the end of the day, when they're not getting pleased, they're vulnerable to the advances of someone else. So that's why I say I expect women to cheat. I expect women to do what they're supposed to do. That is in their nature to do that. So I'm not living in some fantasy world. I know women are going to seek validation elsewhere if I'm not giving it to them. Now, I might be giving them what's best for them, but they still don't know what's best for them. Okay. Women don't know what's best for them a lot of the time. Okay. So they might be with me and they're like, man, this guy helps me grow. He helps me see, but there's still that ego thing. So they still have to get the you're sexy, you're beautiful. And I'm not going to do that unless I genuinely mean it. If I see them and they look sexy, I'm going to say it, but I'm not going to say it just to keep them tied to me. That's the thing. I'm not playing that game. So,
bro, you gave some deep shit, but you still didn't answer the question. Because
have I ever been happy in a relationship? I've had wonderful women in my life that I have used and abused. So no, I've had wonderful women in my life that have tried to do everything in their power to have that number one spot. And what I did was I allowed them to showcase their abilities with absolutely no intention of ever being with them. So the answer is, yeah, I got a lot out of women and didn't give them much in return. So no, that doesn't bring happiness. No, that doesn't. So no, I haven't really been happy. No, I'm a user, man. I'm a user. I use people. And that's just facts. I'm telling the truth. I'm breaking from that. But I was a man that was able to hook women from the beginning like they've never been hooked before, to a point where they get rid of everyone. They're in like wife mode right now. They're trying everything in their power to be a wife to me. And that's because I'm a manipulator. So I'm a manipulator. I'm a master manipulator. But
hold on. The thing is like, I want to say something. Like, people always make the connection that manipulating means you're some fucking evil Skeletor ass fucking ha ass shit. Like, no, it's just that when you are interacting, you know how to make the connection with the emotion and maneuver things to your advantage. But it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, how many people am I going to manipulate and take advantage today? Like, it's not always fucking that. It's, yeah, you're getting something out of it. You're putting yourself first, but you're not. Yeah, like in relationships, especially with women, it can be put to other people to put in their harm, but it's not always a fact of, it's like if you get a job, like you may have a job to get another job. Are you using your job? Well, no, you're using your job in an extent because you know that job has a purpose. So in a way, it's like you're manipulating the job because it's a stepping stone for this, but that doesn't mean that you have like fucking, you feel what I'm saying? Evil ass intent. Let me shit on people and step on people's toes the whole way up. Like, it's not always fucking that.
That's very true, and those are all great examples. However, though, if you know you have no intention of being with this woman, see, I'm speaking for myself. I remember I would have no intentions of being with these people, but I was a collector of women. I wanted to have like 10, 15 women in my rotation because I was a fucking egomaniac. All right. So eventually, though, there's negative consequences to that. You could ruin people's lives doing that. If you have no intentions if it's all about me, there has to be a balance. Now I've made the decision to stop doing all of that. I'm only kind of revisiting this so the guys can hear it, but I was a very selfish person. Now I'm a self-centered person, so there's a difference. And now I look to be a benefit to both sides, just like in business. You can't just go in an establishment in a business and just use them up and not provide them anything. They'll get rid of your ass. So you just have to just like your example of a stepping stone. Absolutely. Now I just tell women if I'm not interested, I'm like, hey, listen, this is not a long-term thing for me. I don't see a future here, but we can certainly hang out and share some moments together. And I allow them to make that decision. And if they
say,
that's
why I don't do that, because I don't pump that to them. That's the thing. Now the fact that they get caught up thinking I'm a fucking challenge, or they want to try to be the one to change me, or they feel like, oh, well, once he get a dose of this and what I'm bringing to the table, he gonna change his mind. Hey, once I say I don't want no fucking relationship or no girlfriend, it's fair game for me.
Yeah,
I fucking told you already. Now, if you thought, oh, you gave me some pussy and you bought me this and you took me there, I was gonna change my mind. Hey, that's on your fucking thing. Like, when I was young, then I would do that shit. But I learned at 21 that when I had I told a story about this girl in the story time, and we just had a dysfunctional situation, man. It was just all the fucking time. She went to jail and fights, all types of fucking shit. So from then on, I just said, I'm gonna just keep it real with these chicks, man, because both of these women thinking they gonna marry me and shit, this shit didn't work out for me. It made them invest more in me, but now I realize when you keep it real, I mean, people can be disappointed, but I can go to sleep at night.
Right. Let me read you a text, man, that I got from a married woman recently, man. I want these guys to hear the fucking truth, all right? That doesn't mean to go and start questioning your wife tonight and start accusing her and shit. So, I want to make, of course, preempt with that. You don't want to, start getting paranoid after I read this to you. But so basically, I ran into two women out in public, got into conversation, and then carded them. And basically said, I told them what I do, and they we had a very nice, pleasant interaction. They were both African American females. And we had a nice interaction, and I gave them a card, and I said, if you guys are interested in services, or you know anybody who needs some self-improvement, whether it be a male or female, have them get in contact with me. And that was what happened. And then the following day, I got a text. Okay, I gotta find it though. Let me see.
Y'all getting real life knowledge fucking here.
All right, so it basically says, hello, Everett. We met Sunday. My name is, I'll just leave her name out for now. I'll just say her name is Sarah. We met Sunday. My name is Sarah. I think you are sexy and would like to lay out my situation and see if our interests align. I am currently married. I am interested in a physical relationship that will allow me to rediscover my sexuality. If you are willing to explore this with me, I look forward to speaking with you. If not, thanks for the initial interest. So
going to work doing all this shit, huh? And then look what she be doing.
So I just want to say, man, this is why I don't get in relationships. This is why, because at some point, I don't want to be on thin ice all day long, making sure my woman's happy, making sure she's fulfilled, making sure that she's, you know, emotionally stable. I don't want that fucking work. There's so much work that I need to do for myself. I don't have the time or energy to even want to invest into a relationship like that. And that's honestly what relationships require: constant work, constant communication, compromise. And I'm not willing to sacrifice my own happiness for that. I'm just being completely honest. So that's why I tell people now from the get, there's a very good chance that you're not going to be around in 3 months. I mean, I honestly tell them that. So if it's, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't think that women are going to be like, some women will say no. Some women will say, well, I'm looking for something different. And I say, okay, cool. Well, let's finish our drink and we can get out of here. Or and then sometimes we just keep going and we still have something. But at this point, I'm not looking for any bullshit, any drama, any nothing like that. I'm not looking to take advantage of anyone. I've suffered consequences for that. Trust me, my ways of the past came back on me, and I suffered major consequences for all the deceit and lies that I put out there. So at some point, a man has to change. A man has to see that the errors of his ways, he has to correct them. Okay. And so that's what I decided to do. So now I let everyone know from the jump who I am, what I do. No lies, no bullshit. This is what I am. Are you down with it? And a lot of them say yes.
Yeah, they'll be brothers will be surprised on what women will go with if they just put it out there. Like, y'all be scared to say what y'all want. They might give it to you, fam. They might give it to you. They might give you the fantasy that you desire. They may be the woman but you're too scared to ask because you think the woman is better than you and you're scared of disqualifying yourself. This is the thing. This is what's wrong with some guys. They look for unicorns. So they look for a woman that's already what they want a woman to be. No, you got to find women with qualities that you can work with and that can mesh with yours and have similar goals, interests, and shit like that and build off of that. People just think, oh, they're just going to beat this one girl and she's going to have the personality that they like, the body that they like, the eye color that they like. And then that's the one now. Like, no, man, the one is just, you got to know with yourself and know what you can put up with and deal with. Like me, I like to eat. A woman who don't cook, that's not going to work for me. If I'm just fucking around and shit, then that shit don't matter. But I can't be in a relationship and I'm going out to restaurants all the fucking time. Like, that's just prerequisite shit. If I'm dealing with somebody, and not only do I want them to do it, I want them to like to do it. So not like every day. See, the thing is you gotta have finesse with it to where it's like when a woman does something that you like, you show her through your actions, you appreciate it, and that will make more initiation for future things that you like because she likes the feeling that you gave her from what she did for you. You don't have to keep asking this, like, and when a woman is very submissive and like even me, like sometimes when women are very submissive and catering and very just displaying real positive energy, those are the times when I choose to display maybe personal things about myself. They can't get that just being in my presence and talking to me on the phone. I'm not going to give them that. You know what I'm saying? And then that whole interaction right there, they're going to enjoy it and they're going to then they're going to want more of it. And then if they're smart, they'll figure out how it is they can get it. And then that kind of keeps for a more positive interaction than a negative one. Right.
Which is why I have a client right now. All he does is he does dating sites, and he doesn't get that many good results. And I told him, you got to go out in the public. People have to experience you. Like, touch your hand when you shake a woman's hand. Let her feel your flesh. Let her smell you. Let her see your eyes. Let her see your smile. Let her see your arms. Let her see you walk. Let her feel your energy. It's very difficult, and when there's a sea of people reaching out on social media to differentiate yourself. So that's why I tell guys, go dress up, put on something nice that you feel comfortable in and you feel masculine in, and go out and go have a nice time somewhere, and just approach women in public. You could wait on a choosing signal. A lot of guys are not at that point yet where they can actually just go up and strike up conversation with someone. I'm at a very advanced level, so I can approach anyone, and I know you are too, Afis, but we got to remember that some of these guys are not. So just being in an atmosphere where women are around and being just comfortable within your own skin is very important as a man. You have to start doing this. You can't just sit behind a TV, a laptop screen and your phone and think you're going to get things, and that you're going to get the results you want. You have to go out there and make things happen. This goes for anything in life, not just women, but sales, making money, starting a business, start doing anything. So like I was telling the same guy, he said he doesn't like his teeth. I said, well, you need to save up, stop spending money on bullshit, save up and fix your teeth. That way, when you approach women, you're going to smile with confidence. You got to invest in yourself. Men have to start investing in themselves.
Even like investing as far as getting consultations. I said this on my live before, just with Black Ram. Like when I tell guys to have consultations and shit, it's not just for like money part. Part of it is, it's like, if you're just a commenting on a drop and you ask me some shit, you're doing yourself a disservice. Why? Because I don't know how you speak. I don't know the way you feel. I don't know how you dress. I don't know how you look. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you do consultations, you get to hear the person's vibe. Like sometimes I can talk to guys and their vibe is just negative. And it's just like, well, you just don't get bitches just off of that. I don't even want to talk to you when I'm getting paid right now. So I can only imagine how a woman feels. Like you just have hella negative energy, fam. Like it's hella just resentment filled, and it's a negative kind of thing. And that's not attractive for a woman. It's not attractive for a woman at all. And even invest, like the online dating you were just saying, right? Hey, if you're looking for a relationship, fam, get on Match.com. Women are more serious when they pay for shit.
Yeah.
You get on POF, you may look up on a quality chick, but those are just bitches who got some free shit to get free validation on top of their Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, and maybe go on a date when they ain't got shit to do. When the chicks is paying that $49.99, they want to fucking go on a date with your ass.
Yeah, like you said,
money, and they got their shit somewhat together if they have disposable cash to pay for that shit. Because that's a gym bill right there that they're paying just the possibility to meet guys.
Right.
Go ahead, E. What's up in the chat? Say, ask a question, man. Y'all always like listening. Y'all gotta start talking. I could just call E up and we can just talk.
Hey, man, we could just do this on our own, man. We'll just talk on the phone and call it, man.
Yeah, it's like y'all just like listening. Like I respect it, but it's just like, you know what? Because I look at an E like this. Like I just know, as you stated earlier, we didn't have this opportunity to do this shit. Like for instance, I've stated before, and I think you might even say that you used to listen to Tariq Nasheed, Mac Lessons Radio and all that.
Okay, yeah.
So the point of it is, when I was listening to Mac Lessons Radio and listening to his 30-minute podcast every Wednesday night, my only option was to listen. I couldn't tell him shit was tight what he just said, or I couldn't be like, damn, I wish he could elaborate on this. I'd have to wait the whole fucking till the next week. And still, because he still didn't hear what the fuck I said. There was no commenting on shit. You just listen to it and then wait to tune in next week. That was it.
Right.
There was no interaction. I couldn't have, if I had a bad situation, I would just have to hope that was the topic. Like, oh, finally, he's talking about this. You couldn't make requests and shit.
Mm-hmm. And it could be a lot of these guys that listen already have game too. I mean, I'm sure that some of these people have game, and they have a certain awareness for, you know, female nature, and you know, they may be just be listening for, you know, just because it's something to do. I mean, I truly do get that feeling sometimes that, you know, like even when I listen, of course, I'm still looking to grow. I watched a podcast with Alan Roger Curry yesterday and Steve the Dean Williams, and I actually enjoyed that one. It was two grown ass men talking about some really interesting things.
How long?
And, can you hear me?
Yeah, how long was it?
It was pretty long. Well, I think it was long, but Steve went longer. But ARC was on there for maybe 2 hours, and
I gotta get really into him. Yeah, I be trying, and
give him an opportunity, man. He's old school, and
like Rom is so easy. Like and then people be like, "No, you need to," and I'd be like, "Man, he's looking at the camera for 5 minutes," and then I'd be like, "Speed this shit up."
Yeah. I actually have not watched a lot of this stuff, but the stuff that I have watched, I personally enjoyed it because I feel like it's I like the approach. It's a straightforward approach. It's no bullshit. It's a direct approach rather than an indirect approach. So I personally dig it because I directly approach life, and I'm never indirect about anything. So that's probably why I was feeling it. If I was an indirect kind of guy, I probably wouldn't be feeling it. So I always say people who cater to your channel is because that they do the same shit. So
true, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like you ever listen to Coach Red Pill? I think you'll like him if you don't.
I don't listen to much. Man, the only people I listen to, I'll be honest with you, is I try to catch Lucario's stuff. He puts out so much stuff I can't keep up with it. I will watch Steve occasionally. I watch you, of course. I try to catch TTG when he's on. And that's really it, man. I really don't watch that many people. I try not. I'm too busy to watch that many people. I mean, you know, I'm sure everyone is offering something special, but I don't.
No, he's like an older white Jew. It's cool to hear him say this shit.
Okay, I rarely watch white people. I'll be honest with you. I rarely watch white people.
He's like a white Rom. He's not like a, you know, like Entrepreneurs in Cars, Richard Cooper. He's not that kind of white guy. He's like hella sarcastic and shit. And it's just it's that kind of fucking. It's like fucking. Let me think of a movie, a character or some shit, like just a smart ass kind of fucking guy. But he's like OG.
Is he like Quentin Tarantino, kind of that?
Yeah.
All right.
Like that. But he's just telling you, like, you know, like he had a drop about like today that I watched his drop. Well, I listened to it. I listened to it on my recess. What was it? Who was it? It was called fucking your girl. No, what is it? Girls are their friends. That's what it was. So basically, it was just about like how women, they always shit on their friends and shit, but they're pretty much the same as them in a way, and that's why they are friends. But just to hear how he talks about it and using his, because he's like older, he's like in his 50s.
Okay.
He's in his 50s, you know what I'm saying? So just to hear his little experiences, he tells stories every time. It's never just, this is how you do this. This is this. Like, no, everything relates to his life. When he talks about it, he always has a personal example that he mixes in with the point of it. You know, like he won't just say, don't date single moms because of this, and that. He'll be like, don't date single moms. This is what fucking happened to me. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that.
But the only issue with that is that I try not to go by someone else's experience. Like I'll listen to it, but that happened to him. That didn't happen to me. So like when I hear people say, "Man, don't date women with children," I have an opposite feeling on that. I feel like you can date a woman with children. Now, I wouldn't marry one and I wouldn't move her in with me, but I will see a woman with a child. I will, because there's benefits to dating women with a child. Now, I ain't saying I'm gonna date one with fucking 10 of them and shit. But there are benefits to dating women with children, and so especially for a guy like me that's busy, that's busy, there's a benefit to me to see a woman with a child because she can't see me all the time. So we really can schedule our dates according to when it's best for her and me. So like we try to hook up maybe once every 10 days. So that works for me. I ain't trying to see no girl every fucking day. So like, and that's what women without children want. They want constant fucking attention, something I'm not willing to give. So you know, I respect everybody, man. I respect people that have material, and I will check this dude out you're talking about. He sounds interesting, so I will. And let me not leave out Rom. I definitely try to catch Rom stuff.
I'm gonna send you his drop right now. Then you can just have access to his page. This is from yesterday. It's called "Be Strategic in Your Living." So you feel me? It's that kind of shit, like that you already know where he's going with that. It's be strategic in your life, in your living, and he talks about how people at Walmart and you know what I mean, like they end up just being dork, and it's just like basically it's not bad luck. It's just that they made their bad decisions and they didn't think about their life moving forward when they were young. You know what I'm saying? They just kept living day to day without focus, and they just end up there. Where you don't just end up there, you just end up getting there from the decisions. So that's all life is. It's just decisions. This is what's happening. What are you gonna do? You're gonna move left, right, up, or down. This is the thing, left, right, and then it takes you to where you end up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, matter of fact, we just said what did he just say in the chat? He just said something about it. Hold on, let me read what he said. And oh yeah, I heard somebody say Eddie Fuse. Yeah, Eddie Fuse is fire. I like Eddie Fuse because he got finesse game. Matter of fact, I just was on Eddie Fuse's chat. I called in and we chopped game for a little bit. So you know what I'm saying? If y'all check his shit out, I forget what the topic was, but we chopped game for a good minute. And he's with the mind shit, and I like that. So Eddie Fuse is fire too.
Okay.
And Khalid said, EO, trust what Afi is saying. Coach Red Pill is complete. Personality component indeed. Speaking of negativity, Afi and EO, how do you both deal with a negative? I don't. So that's my answer already. Meaning you take time to show her positive.
That's exactly when I read that one, I said we don't even need to proceed past that question mark. The answer is we don't. So that's
I can't even see it. See, I'm emotional. I couldn't even fake it and just get through it. Like, oh, just
let me read the second half.
Reading it.
Yeah, you're funny, dude. No, that's true, man. Now there's an aspect of me that says hell to the no. I'm not dealing with no negative chick. But let me read the second question. Meaning, do you take the time to show her positive activity, or do you immediately charge into the game? I think if you notice a person has potential, you could polish her up a little bit, sure. I mean, but a flat out bad attitude, rolling her eyes and shit, fuck no, hell no, I ain't no polishing shit. So, but if you notice a woman might be insecure, and then occasionally she acts out of that insecurity, and but she has potential, and you have the kind of I don't want to say patience, but the kind of just manliness to not fall into the trap of arguing with a woman. I think it's very important that men do not argue with women. So if you have that kind of self-assurance and discipline, then yeah, you can help promote a woman and polish her up a little bit. But of course, she has to have, she's got to be something special, that you see something beyond the bullshit, behind the surface shit. And then you do take her on and say, yeah, I'm gonna keep this one in my rotation. I'm gonna work on her a little bit and see where she ends up in about a year. So there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't believe in rewarding bad behavior. No. So she's not gonna move up to a number 1 spot, but she could definitely be part of the rotation for a while. I will work on her a little bit, and if she shows promise, then she earns her way up the list.
Thanks. Neo said you heard it. Oh, you heard me. I was on that shit spitting, huh? You already know I was spitting, Neo. That was fun though when we was, you know what I'm saying? Cause Eddie Fuse, he a New York cat, but he be saying, you feel me? He got little West Coast kind of vibe to him. So that's why I had to ask him, like, man, you from New York? Cause he kind of West Coast with it. He'd be like, yeah, you dig what I'm saying? You feel? That's not New York shit.
Okay, I'll have to check him out too, Eddie Fuse. I'll check him out. Like I said, man, I don't really watch that many, so I appreciate you guys mentioning these people. And I will.
Mario. But what I was gonna add to what you just said is, you guys have to really realize, we always preach putting yourself first, you know, being self-centered. Being self-centered is not a bad thing. Being selfish is like, I'm self-centered too, but I give a fucking lot. I'm giving right now. Fuck, man. I'm 5 hours fucking shit already. Could have easily been like, man, I'm tired. No, fuck that shit. Me, I got our shit. We fucking doing this shit still. Oh, well, because I made a commitment. But the whole thing is, you got to realize as a man, what is negative to you? Like, to me, talk back is negative. Like, some people think negative is just drastic shit when she throw fucking shit at you and disrespect you, and like it don't like, so that's not, so what's negative to you, that depend on you. Like, to me, negative is somebody who's a woman. Say I'm dating a woman or I'm hanging out with a woman and she always has a problem as far as, oh, my mama tripping, oh, they hating on me at work, oh, my cousin baby, or just whatever, or Becky's like, oh, so and so got the new Louis Vuitton purse before me, and she knew. I just see that is negative to me because I don't got time for that type of shit. So that, but that has nothing to do with disrespect or her not listening to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
It's not always, oh, if she listen or don't, you know what I mean? It's not always that. Like, I don't like Debbie Downer. That's negative energy in me. I don't have.
Yeah. Here's the one thing I want to tell guys too is that another person's disrespect a lot of the time shouldn't be taken personal.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I had to learn when I was younger. I would occasionally take someone's offense to me or their disrespect personally, when really that's just a reflection of them, their baggage, their insecurities. And so that's where now I'm at a much better place mentally. So now I can witness the lack of consciousness that people have. I see it right away. And I see when someone, even in myself, when I'm operating from ego too much, I have to balance myself out and say, no, you need to slow it down. You're being a little too egotistical right now, unnecessarily. Right now, your ego isn't necessary. You know. So sometimes in life, your ego is necessary. So you need to bring healthy ego to certain situations. But there's other situations that you don't. So I know that like I said, when I meet women, I expect there to be some emotional issues. I expect that.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, women, it's tough being a woman, man. I'm gonna tell you, I had a conversation with an old school cat, a dude. He's in his 50s. We both agreed. Women have it tough in some ways. I mean, they got fucking periods. There's a lot of shit that they go through that we don't as men go through. And I'm not giving them. I'm not making excuses for them, but I'm basically just saying women go through a lot of stuff. They get pounded out by guys and they get left. Like we were talking about how guys just pump and dump and fucking just use women up and just fucking tell them lies and sell them on these bullshit fucking fantasy stories that they're going to stick around and be with them. And then they fucking surrender to these types of men. And yeah, maybe it is foolish. Maybe it is foolish.
Right.
But sometimes you got to go through this. And women are jaded, man, in a lot of ways. That's why they act so damn hard. It's really just a matter of protecting themselves. So you have to, as a man, be able to read between the lines when you're dealing with women. So to go to that earlier question, yeah, if you see someone who has potential, man, I thought I heard some gunshots.
You be live and well, man. Everybody put a prayer sign in there. You remember the last time? You forgot it.
Yeah. Hope you make your way down Compton Avenue, motherfucker. No. Remember that shit in Menace to Society, man?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He said, don't be coming around this motherfucker so damn early.
It's about 11:30.
Yeah, black Nissan.
Yeah, he was hella grimy and shit. How about
Yeah, 10. Yo, man, hurry up mixing them grits. I'm hungry than a motherfucker out here.
Yeah. Look at that shit. Hey, yeah, it's your standards too. Like me, like even me, like I don't understand, and I'm not gonna say you know what? I'm gonna be a nice guy tonight. Like I don't understand. Like when women say a man is courting a woman, he's just like, man, I took her out 6 times. and she still ain't let me smash yet. What should I do? See, me, that would never happen. I would never take a woman out consistently 6 times that I ain't smashed, unless it's usually my fucking friend, and that's not even what I want to do. So the thing is, like me, if I take a woman out, I don't rarely do it, but the times when I do, if I take a woman out for dinner, whatever, and we eat dinner, okay, so we eat dinner. If she doesn't gesture a tip, I'm over it. That's it for me. I'm not paying a woman. I'm not paying to entertain a woman every single time I see her. Even, and see, the thing is, I'm probably going to decline it, but I still want the gesture. Hey, you need something for that? No, baby, it's good. I got it. Or if I pay, say we went to Mexican food and the shit was $60. As a matter of fact, shout out to King Solomon. Shout out to King Solomon, man, because I just told him, I don't know if you had me a drop, but I had a drop. You know, I got to do the Super Friends dude. So the guy, he's a 17-year-old guy, white guy, super smart, and he's 17 from Wisconsin. And I was interviewing him. He got a channel and shit. And I interviewed him on Instagram Live. It's on. I don't know if I took it off of YouTube. Maybe I think I put it on there. But the whole thing is I was talking to him. Fuck. What the fuck? Oh yeah. And that day I had met this chick, and she was like super bad to me. She was a Filipino chick, and she's in town. She's a Filipino chick from Morocco, and she speaks French. So I was like, ooh, shit, I want that. And then King Solomon was like, man, what's up with the chick from the live? And I'm like, who are you talking about? See what I'm saying? See how I said she was hella fine and I already forgot about her that fast? That's the whole shit. So I was like, huh? And he was just like, the one you on when you was talking to Matt Attraction Mesh, and like, oh, her. And I was like, oh, she fired. And he's like, what? He was like, what was the pussy whack? I was like, no, the pussy was fire. But I kicked her with her 2 times and she didn't bring shit to the table. So that wasn't it for me. And he was like, what happened? I was like, well, the first time we went out, we went to La Piñata, infamous, and had Mexican food. La Piñata is the reason why you keep your investments low. Mexican food or breakfast. Mexican food is not going to cost you that much. Even if you get the premier shit they got, it's going to be 20-20, drink 10-10. That's just how it goes. And you eating too, so don't fucking think, oh, I spent $60. Motherfucker, you ate and had a drink.
Yeah, man. I used to think that shit back in the day, man, when I used to fucking sweat tabs and shit. I'm like, damn, is this bitch worth this motherfucking shit? And then I would be looking at the tab and I'm like, wait, I ate some shit too. I had a fucking some drinks. This bitch only ate a salad and shit. So you're right about that.
Yeah. So I did that. Boop 60. We took a walk around the marina because that's why I go over there, because the water is right by there. So I take them over there and we have our little chit chat. And the marina walk is a pre-qualifying walk. Is basically what it is. I do this shit all the time, so that me talking to him on the phone is one thing. When I take him by the water and we walk and I point and then we look at shit and look at the planes fly over, you get different information, man. So we did that whole deal and we went back to my house and fucked. Okay, so that was the first time. The second time I kicked her with her, so she was like, so me, I'm like, okay. Oh, the whole point is she didn't initiate the tip, and I didn't tell her that, but I just took a note to myself, like, okay, like my brother say, plan B now. You done already fucked up. I ain't tell you fucked up, but in my mind, like, you cheat. And then, because some chicks that are hella fine and bad think that that's enough, like, since they're fine and bad, that you should be doing shit, and I don't care. Because I can get another one fine like you. It don't really matter to me, which you don't know, bitch. But so the next time she came over, I purposely told her to get a bottle of Moet, right? Mm-hmm. So basically what that was going to do, so the $60 that I spent, now I'm going to make her invest it, right? She didn't bring the bottle. She talking about she was in a rush. She forgot. So we fucked. And to me, I'm like, oh, she charged now. But what I'm saying is y'all might be thinking, oh, she cute, she funny. I'm going to keep taking. No, we went 2 for 2. There was supposed to be a tip or a gesture in between the next time, for me at least.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, bro. That's why we are stepbrothers. I'm the exact same way. Like, I will even charge a chick if I don't like the way she texts.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't like the way you text, Like, cause you gotta turn me on, man. This ain't no one-way street. Like, you need to fucking seduce my ass, say the right things to me, man. And you know, and if you don't, then you gotta go. Like, you're gonna be replaced, and I'm gonna put your ass on the back burner. You know, like so, and like you said, she forgot the wine. No, that bitch didn't forget the wine. She just didn't want to spend the money.
She just thought, I'm fine. I'm gonna give him some more of this fire dome and pussy. He gonna forget about it. I sure didn't forget about it. So guess what? Now you get 0 more dates. The only way you can see me is if you come through to the house, and I'm gonna need that bottle still, fam.
Yeah, and for us, when I fly out there, man, she gonna leave. Yeah, drop that bottle off.
Like that. I gotta throw it back to you. I gotta bring it back up. Like, she say some shit. Like, I'm an asshole, and she'll be like, "Oh, babe, I'm gonna call you back." Oh, for real? Just like you brought that bottle? Just fuck with her, just so she can be like, "No."
And here's another thing too. Guys need to learn how to plan dates better too. If you take a woman 6 times without getting sex, you're not planning the dates properly. You're just not planning the dates.
No, the dates are planning him.
Yeah, she is dictating.
It'll be cool.
Saying, there's a new place. Yeah, there's a new place on Rush Street I've been wanting to go to. Well, you can go there with your friends. We ain't going there tonight. Shit. So
y'all try me do some shit. There's a new bowling alley. I don't feel like paying. Let me call up Neo.
Yeah, right. I'm like, fuck that. I got bowling on weed, bitch. Come on over to my crib. We'll play some bowling.
We got bowling on weed. That shit, huh? That should be cool, man. It's hella funny. You should get. I don't know if you got it, but you should get the Amazon fucking Morpheus TV shit. You just you know it's the app. You download it and you can watch any movie in the theaters or wherever.
Wow.
So just get that get the Fire Stick, $60, and then install that. So before it used to be Terium, now it's Morpheus. But what I'm telling you is that increases the Netflix and chill game. That's a whole game right there. That's a whole little angle. And that makes your shit go up 10% because you have access to any movie y'all can both think of. It gives them more, it makes them, instead of just saying, hey, come to my house to watch New Jack City tonight or so whatever the fuck. No, we can watch whatever the fuck you want to watch, period. Like, I want to see Black Panther. Oh, well, not Black Panther. I don't know. Creed 2. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to pull it up real quick and bring the treats. It don't matter. So you know what I'm saying? Oh, my favorite movie is 16 Candles. Bam, I got that. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what too, man? I noticed this when a woman likes you could throw a frozen pizza in the motherfucking oven and she's happy with it. She's just happy to get your time. So you know how many frozen I make sure I buy like the deep dish frozen pizzas too, because those take about 60 minutes. So I can I'll put it in and go hit it for about an hour and then wake up or be done with it and then go eat that frozen pizza. They're happy as fuck. Just cut it, serve it to them, give them a glass of wine, spend time with them. Women are very happy.
I get extra toppings and shit, So we doing it together and shit. A matter of fact, if y'all follow me on Instagram, it's a chick on there cooking me some pizza with some little ass shorts on, and she flew out here from Oklahoma City to come fuck me. It's on there. Go look. She in there putting the pizza. We created the whole. Yes, he said facts. He know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, babe. Let's put the peppers on there. What toppings you like? Let me make it my side. See, I'm making it a little thing. I'm making it a thing for us.
Yeah, and these women know too that you're gonna smash. I tell them flat out. I'm like, hey, I picked up a frozen pizza and some chicken strips. So come on over. Be here at 5:30, and I put it in when they get here. Smash for about an hour. Feed her ass. Get a blowjob and then call it a night. I don't even watch movies with these bitches. I don't, man. I just don't have the time to, man. So it's just I got to get my nut on. Fuck that. Might put a movie on and go to sleep to some shit, but
yeah, put it on in the background. I put on shit that I know I can miss too. I'm just really giving these players this game.
Oh no, you're right. No, you're right. No, the game you're giving is absolute facts. But once you get to a point of like Afi, where he's at his stage and my stage, and probably some of these dudes that listening too, man, you can't say facts if you ain't done the shit. People that say facts done the shit. So
yeah. Put up some shit you can miss. Y'all gonna relay a few lines to each other, laugh, then you're gonna start kissing on the neck, rubbing the titties, and then that's where it goes.
One guy asked, and and then he removed it. He said, "Women run that same game on The Sims, though. So why not do the same thing to them?" I don't give a fuck what a woman does to Sims.
Shout out old school Tony Carter. What's up? He said fire ass game.
Yeah, what's up, Tony Carter? I actually have I know a dude named Tony Carter, but I don't care what a woman does to a sim. I only care about what she does to me. So that's all I care about. So if she wants to go dog out a sim, go ahead, but she ain't gonna be dogging me out. So and women have to have guys in their rotation to dog out because that's an ego thing. So they have
speak it. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah, so understand that women, you want them to have Simpson in the rotation because they have to be able to dog someone out, okay? Because if they don't dog someone out, then they don't
appreciate you as much. They can't appreciate your boss.
They can't appreciate you, and then they can't appreciate themselves. So they got to get their power back. See, they give up their power when they're with an alpha. Then they have to go regain the power with a sim. Okay, so you have to understand the process of the mind of a woman. If you can't get inside the mind of a woman, then you're gonna fail every time. So what it is that I'm number one. She gives up all her power to me, and then when I send her ass home, she has to now go regain the power with a sim.
Preach, black man. Man. So y'all know, yeah, what's good? This is my favorite show to do, man. It don't matter, like, because we just get, when we get together, we just get on different shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. It's an undeniable thing, man, and it's fun. That's why I was saying earlier, like, it got to be fun for me. You think you motherfuckers think I was on, did a 3.5 hour stream and then got up on here for 1.5 hours with EO just because y'all want it? No offense. But I gotta check y'all. No, because I like doing this shit. 3 hour, 4 or 5 hour. You know how many drops that is? So you know I could have just sat at my house and made fucking 55-minute drops for the rest of next year and shit. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Just tape them. Because I don't show myself all the time anyway. So it's really easy for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
I could just spend that 5 hours. Bam. 5-minute drops. That's fucking however many. I don't feel like doing that fucking math. Hella drops until my birthday and shit. But nope, we on here talking shit because I enjoy it, man. I like talking to players and people who've been through shit and people who I can relate to. And E's a very positive guy. We always have fun. We always laugh. It's not like we're on here trying to outgame each other or like, ooh, who got the? It's not that fucking kind of thing over here, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's real love and camaraderie. You know what I mean? And we can teach at the same time through our experiences, just through our conversation.
Yeah, man.
And y'all comments.
Yeah, and feel free to ask the questions. I mean, we're gonna be on here a little bit longer, but while you have us, ask some questions because that's what we're here for.
Because look, let me just tell you some finesse game. You know what's hella funny? Like, what you doing, E? I see you got your sweater and your hat on. Where you going? You going to the hood tonight or what?
Yeah, right. Shit, the hood is inside of me, bro. So everywhere I go, I bring the hood. So
yeah.
No, this is what I was just chilling with today, man. Just going casual today.
Yeah.
Because women like that look too, man. Women like that look. Women love that look, man. That's why
character for them, man. And they'll give you different experiences, fam.
I even leave the Timberlands on, dude. I just pull my pants down and leave the Timbs on and just fuck them on the couch.
Yeah, man.
like Mr. Marcus, like your boy Mr. Marcus does.
Yeah. What you got your hat on too or no?
I got the bandana on and shit.
Hey, y'all guys got to realize y'all got to make these women feel like pussy, man. Like my godbrother's gay, and he used to always say that shit. He used to be like, honey, you make her feel like pussy. And that's real shit. Like, it's I am the man. They gotta feel it. They gotta feel like, ooh, I'm safe with him. I trust him to make decisions for me and us. You have to have a certain presence in order to get that type of response from a woman, though. That's not no shit that you can just fucking read a book and then just start doing that shit. It got to be in you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because you get maximum results when you're being natural with anything.
It's very, very, very true. Very, very true. And you guys were talking a little bit earlier with your guests on talking about how freaky women are, you know, like this underground shit, you
Oh
know, the
yeah,
women
man.
do. Yeah, man, I've met some of the freakiest women that you would never think they were freaky, and they were so damn freaky. Talking about, you know, I used to spit in their mouths and fucking smack the shit out of them and choke them until they're almost dead and shit. Like, I mean, like literally one time I had to like let a woman's neck go because I thought she was about to die. I was like, I was like, hey, wake up. Well, you all right? And she's like, you know, I'm good. I'm gonna keep fucking my ass. And I'm like, damn, like that's how crazy she was. Like I almost felt bad for what I was doing to her, but that's what she wanted from me.
Right. And,
you know, I had to deliver.
they're not always gonna ask y'all players. Y'all gotta just kind of do it sometimes. You can just test the water. It's just like jumping in the fucking pool. You put your foot in there and see how it responds, and then you can do more shit. But don't wait for them to ask you to do it.
Mm-hmm. And but the only way really I noticed to set that up is you got to set it up like with your dialogue first. You know, you got to talk the sex talk over the phone. You know, when you got her at the restaurant, you're making little, you know, gestures to her. I remember I would go with chicks to the bathroom and kiss them in the hallways and fucking grab their ass in front of people and shit. Like no fear of what anybody thinks. Like, and I would do it in front of couples too to show them like, yeah, you ain't doing this shit to your girl. Like I would like do shit in front of people just so they could see what it's like to witness a man, you know, take over with a woman. Like I remember it would be like I would get a little fix out of that. So it's like women though, they definitely want to be dominated in the bedroom, but it starts with the dialogue. It starts with, you know, texting and not texting, you know, like not texting so much and then not texting bullshit. Women do not see. Here's the other thing, Afi. When I mentioned a woman that told me before she wanted me to tell her like the trivial things, like good morning, how was your day? She was shit tested, man. She wanted to see if I was gonna do that, and I said no, I don't do things like that. I flat out, I don't do stuff like that. I only text shit that I want to text.
Right.
And she probably did not like it, but she respected it. So that's the most important thing. I know she didn't like it, and she probably did go get a simp to provide her that. I promise you that. So this woman is not going to just go without what her fucking little ego needs. Just keep that in mind, guys. Women are not going to go without what they need. So they're going to figure out what they need, and they're going to have an assortment of people to provide it. But as long as you're that one dude that brings that real shit to her, you'll always be number one in her eyes.
Mm-hmm. Like this is some Step Brothers exclusive shit right here. So look, it's Friday night. Guess what I'm doing, E? Besides sitting up here in my drawers talking to you.
Right.
He's like, put a shirt on. Hey, I'm about to make me and one of my little chicks about to make some Rice Krispie treats, man. It's gonna be fun.
Do it, man. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The thing is, I'm telling her, I'm saying, man, I want you to be creative, man. So you get all the material. See how I'm giving her tasks though. Mm-hmm. You see how there's always a thing. It's not just no, you're gonna do something too. Yeah, that's what I got. But the thing is, I'm like, man, I got a taste for them. But you know when people make them, you get some and they be fire. But if it's just me and her making them, it's gonna be fire, and I can eat as much as I fucking want because it's just two people. So I'm finna really kill some fucking Rice Krispie treats. But I told her, we gonna try it different with Fruit Loops or honeycomb. I never had Rice Krispie, the formula with those cereals, so I thought it would be kind of cool. So now I gave her a task, but I'm still giving her a choice. So she feel like she doing something now. But really, I want either one. So
right. No, and that is that expert level game right there where you get what you want and you're allowing her to feel like she's making a decision. So it's that is expert level game, man. When's she coming over?
Oh, shit. When I give the call, when I put the Batman signal up.
That's funny, man. That's funny as shit. I remember I would do the same thing where I would tell women, don't leave until I text you. Do not leave until I text you. Part of that reason was because I had side chicks, so I had to fucking do my thing and get rid of them. But I remember I would say, and I would only reply with one word. I'd be like, go or come. Or I wouldn't be I'm looking forward to seeing you, baby. None of that shit. I would just be like, you can leave now. Dude, it was just
you were already putting them in the submissive mode right there.
Exactly.
Just with a word, y'all don't even realize just how y'all can play with words, and it can be, you want to make statements. It's not the more you say if you're not saying shit good.
And it's the absence of it's what you don't say that gets a woman chasing you. It's very important that, you know, to keep a woman interested, because they have to work for you. They if they're not working for you and they feel like there's no challenge, that they're gonna get bored as fuck and they're gonna replace your ass, and there's gonna be somebody else that's out there that's gonna give them that rush that they're looking for. Women are very attracted to the rush, man. I noticed that. I remember
chat, not mine. I put it, but that's his channel.
Who was that?
No, I put your channel in the chat, but what I'm saying, there's mine, so they might think it's mine. No, motherfuckers, you're on mines. It's his.
Appreciate that. Come on over and subscribe if you haven't. Anybody in the chat room. So
you gotta tell your guys to come over here and see this shit too, man.
I will, man. I keep forgetting to do that. Next time for sure, I'll do it.
You know what? It's crazy, not to cut you off, but
no, you didn't.
It's funny, like what, just because I kind of just watch how YouTube shit is, and like, you know, like just like right now, like the Black Ram shit, it was like 50-something people on there at one time, and when I was with Ram shit, it was like the same thing. But the whole thing is, this show get the most views, so the chat people are on that, but like Step Brothers 1, the first one might be like at 2.1, and the second one might be at fucking 1.56, like this. So like, say for instance, the mastermind of the game one with Rom, that was a fire ass drop. But what I'm saying is, so even though it was hella more than motherfuckers in the chat, that shit only at 1.1 right now. And you know what I'm saying? So people really like to watch this show. And people hear me all the fucking time, like, man, I love that show, man.
Good, man. Good. I think it's just the dynamics that we both bring together. You know, it's just I think our philosophies are the same, you know, for the most part. But there's some unique talents that you have. You know, I like listening to you also. You know, I try to catch your lives by seeing mine. I try to catch them. But,
you can tell, and you can probably tell I'm generally having fun too.
Yeah, you are having fun, man. I like how you're collaborating with people and bringing people aboard. It's a good idea, man. Like I said earlier in this stream, I want to build men up. I want them to be more confident. You know, I don't want them to be lying to women. That is something that I stress on my channel now, because it's unnecessary. You know, you don't need to lie. Only people that need to lie have something to hide. Right. Like I told this one girl recently, I said, let me give you an example. Let's say a guy meets a woman and he's selling her the dream that he's looking for a serious relationship. And let's just say that he is kind of in that mode where he wants a serious relationship. But let's say he has bad credit. All right, let's just say he's got bad credit lurking in the background. Okay. So let's say 6 months, he's still seeing this woman. She doesn't know yet he has bad credit because they haven't been placed in a situation where he needs to utilize his credit. Because what if you know, the relationship advances itself and this woman thinks you got it well put together, and let's say you guys go make a purchase together, or let's say, you know, you're ready to buy a house, but then you reveal that, hey, my credit's shit, and you're not even working on it. So then, therefore, you'll probably, even well before that happens, somehow look to self-destruct in the relationship. So I know that's not, and let me try to make that a little more simplified too. This happens a lot when people don't have confidence and they haven't done the necessary work to become the best version of themselves. They will self-destruct and they'll look for a way to end a relationship, because they know that the longer I stay in this relationship, the more of my baggage is going to surface. So that's why a lot of the times people do lie in the beginning, but start to like the person. Then they start to go into a relationship, but your baggage ends up showing up. That's why I try to tell guys, work on yourself first. The most important thing a man can do is work hard, save your money, invest in yourself, get your credit in great shape, not even just good shape, but great shape. But of course, you got to get the good first if it's bad. But be steady working on it. Invest, Don't make emotional purchases, and don't make emotional decisions. Try to activate logic first. Logic has to come before emotions. You could emotions will come, and there's a time to actually be emotional about something, but it has to come after you've already inserted logic into the situation. So once you start doing all of those things as a man, now here's the one thing I'll say, Afi, and about this. once you get to Once you get yourself to a place where you respect yourself, you've done all the necessary work. There is no fucking way that you're gonna let some woman that's done no work in her life come in and disrupt your system. No way.
Fire
This-
right there.
so I just want to say that if you are allowing low quality women in your system, there's a great chance that your system is low quality. If you do the work and start improving in all these areas I'm talking about, your wellness, your health and fitness, your finance, your credit, once you start building all of those things, God bless you. Once you start building all of those things, you will be so selective with who you allow into your system. There's no way someone low quality can come in.
It's like repelling. You're gonna be like, can't get in.
Exactly.
You can't get it. And then the thing too, this is the there's in the game there's pros and cons. One of the pros is when you deal with a lot of women is you can easily decipher a woman. You don't see. I know you in the level of game you on. It's not going to take you 6 months to find out if this woman is good for you or not. It's going to take one conversation.
It's going to take 6 minutes.
Yeah. So, but when guys don't deal with enough, that's the thing. I'd be saying, like, when y'all don't deal with enough women, it's like y'all don't deal with women at all. They only interact with women who they want to think is the one or want to have sex with. You gotta just deal with women, period, man. If you cats get female friends that are non-sexual, like you don't want to fuck them at all, you can get the real answers. They'll tell you shit. They deal with guys. See, they're gonna tell you the real shit because they don't have nothing to hide because they don't want to fuck you and you don't want to fuck them. So they're gonna tell you what's really going on. There's no thing where they fear a loss. Like, ooh, if I tell him this, he might get turned off. Well, that's not the type of vibe and relationship y'all have. It's not about turning each other on and off. Y'all can hang out, she can tell you about what she going, and you learn, and you be like, damn, like, and that's the thing. Like, you learn so much being the other guy. That's where you really learn. That's how I learned from being the other guy. I learned a lot being a player and having women and doing shit, but I learned so much more about female nature, about being the other guy, and I could actually witness how sneaky these women were. And just like little shit, like I said on the job before, like women are so sneaky, like they'll do shit. Like some women, they have text. This is women in relationships. They'll have guys like in their phone and shit. And the thing is guys be simps. So it's just like, as long as they got pussy and food, they'll deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is they'll leave shit in their phone for you to look at, for you to get insecure and get in validation, competitive mode and reap the benefits off a setup. And they so slick. Some women, I've seen them do it. They can easily erase all their shit on their phone, right? But they'll just keep the shit that the dudes are saying, even though they've entertained it some. If a dude be like, hey, big head, she may be like, hey, sexy. And then he'll be like, hey, I miss you. Maybe it's her baby daddy or ex-boyfriend, whoever. But the point of it is, women will erase what the man is saying and then flip it on you and then be thinking, damn, man, my ex won't leave me alone. No, the reason why he keeps calling her because she keeps responding, motherfuckers. You just don't know that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's facts right there, man. I can't stand anyone who makes excuses. Like I've heard that one before too. Well, he'll text me occasionally, and I'm like, hey man, if you don't want to hear from the motherfucker, then take care of your business. That's the thing. But the thing is, you do want to hear from his ass, and that's fine if you want to hear from him. But you're about to get demoted. So, I mean, you're about to get demoted. So, and I don't, here's the thing too. I think you said this before. I thought I heard you say something like this before, which I completely agree with. You don't have to tell women what you're about to do. You don't tell women what your moves are gonna be. You just make the moves. Just you don't have to tell them anything. Just make. They already know who you are because you've already they're witnessing what kind of man you are. So, and how you live and what you tolerate and what you won't tolerate. So if they want to act a fool, you don't have to say one damn word to them. You just make a move. And what that means is they no longer, they can't, maybe they had a day where they, a certain behavior that you gave them. Maybe you did say good morning to them, or maybe you did check on them at the end of your night, and now you no longer do that.
Facts. That's some real shit. That's some real shit. I got a personal question from you. This is actually from somebody who's not in the chat.
Okay.
But they knew that I was going to do the show. They just watched the playback. But they said, ask EO, what are some simple tests that can reveal a woman's character and remove her representative? That's a good fucking question.
That is a good question. Watch how they interact with other people. So that's one thing that I've always noticed. If a person is consistent or not, I always preach to be the same person, be the same man in all situations. So whether I'm talking to Afi, I'm talking to a priest, I'm talking to my mama, I'm talking to anybody, I'm the same man. I'm the same man at all times. So one way to figure out if a woman is legit or not is to see how she acts with you, and then watch her in other situations. See how she acts in other situations.
Go out of it too, because guys always have this mentality, whether they say it or not, like that's just him. That can be you. He was at he had your spot at one point with a clean slate and no fuck ups. He was there too.
So that's one way to do it, is to watch them live. Watch them live among friends. Watch how they shop too. That's another thing. It's just qualifying women. I watch how women how they shop. Like are they always shopping? Do they look for sales? Do they have patience? Are they strategic about the shit they do in their life? There's so many things that I watch when I qualify women that most men probably never think about, because all they keep thinking about is when they're gonna fuck again. So that's all they're thinking about, is when they're gonna fuck again. And so with me, I'm watching all the other shit they're doing, because I know I'm gonna fuck, so it don't matter. And I may not even want to fuck them after a while, because if they don't know how to live and I'm not gonna get caught up with you. Like, every time you fuck somebody, there's a risk of getting them pregnant. So be careful who you put your dick in. That's one thing I'll tell guys too. Watch who you fuck, because there's always a chance that you can get that person pregnant. Always a chance. So,
what I understand about a lot of cats, bro, is this: like, cats be marrying women. They marry it like as a sign of endearment, as a gesture. No, motherfucker, marriage is a real fucking thing. That's just not like, let me prove to her I love her type shit, motherfucker. If she got bad credit, nigga, you got bad credit now. If she's in debt, nigga, your ass in debt. If she got problems with her family problems, you gotta help her solve. That's your wife now, fam. This is real life fucking shit. Y'all just make it seem like, I love her, and since it's been 2 years, let me show her how much. No, fool. Now you've connected. So if you connecting yourself to somebody, man, you gotta make sure it's an asset and not a liability, man. Because that whole pussy and how good she looks shit gonna get old when she's the whole coexistence of your lifestyle and well-being.
Yeah. And also, a woman, watch if she has a loud mouth. I always say too, women, watch and see if she's a tell-all. Like, if she tells all her business to her friends and everything like that, I can't stand a tell-all. So I always tell women that too, and I always demonstrate to them that I don't tell anybody my business. Like my business is I keep it between myself and very, very close people, very close. Sometimes no one, but and I try to demonstrate that to her and have that conversation too, is to tell women, hey, don't tell your mom all our business. Don't tell your friends all our business. Keep that shit between us. What we go through and what we discuss is our business. I don't need you to be a tell-all. And if I notice you're a tell-all, then I'm gonna have to make a move on your ass. So like, I talk to women like I'm a fucking G, dude. Like, I talk to women like I'm a straight up G. I suggest guys do that shit.
And the more that you've done it and produce results, it makes it just so easy to do now. Now it's just like, it's just you now. It's not it's not like game. Let me get my game face on and be authoritative. No, it's just like, no, motherfucker, this is what I want and this is what I like.
Right. Right. I remember one of my last girls that I saw consistently. I had to help her figure out how to shop in the grocery store. I'm like, whoa, 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 are you looking at price tags? And she's like, no, I just pick shit out. I'm like, no, that's just about to change. There ain't no just picking shit out. We're gonna look at prices. We're gonna make sure we know what the fuck we're buying and how much we're paying for it.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean,
look at the expert level game, because see, that's so many. That's the thing. Like one little thing means so much. Just that gesture right there. You're putting yourself in a leadership role. You're telling her what to do. You're humbling her. You're putting her in a position for you to be the leader. Just that one fucking thing you just said.
Yeah. And it seems like such a small thing, but it's such a big thing. It's such a big thing. And then like I know inside of her, she felt privileged to be told that. That is a privilege for a woman to hear that from a man. You might think it's some insult, not to a woman. It is a privilege and an honor to have some man
as a stand-up man, like, ooh, this motherfucker, he probably knows if he's telling me this, he manages his money. See what you highlighted without saying shit? That's what pro level game. You highlighted that without even mentioning that. If y'all think women don't think like that, no, her mind goes like that. She's like ding ding ding. She might just look down. She might not even smile on her face, but her mind is like, ooh, the same way your mind is like when you meet a chick and she tell you she's a fucking doctor. What do you think? Money. Same shit. So qualities. Women are more like qualities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're not always gonna point it out to you like, ooh, you got good qualities. They're just gonna take mental notes, and then they're gonna adjust the way they deal with you by the way that you've impressed them by what you said and did.
Yeah, and you're gonna see the look in their eyes too. You're gonna see the look in their eye, when you say shit to them, how they look at you. And another thing,
questions me. Oh, so that means he's on my level,
right? And then a woman, if she does something better than you, that's not good, man. Like there's gonna be certain things that women do naturally do things better, but that's okay. But when it comes to like the basics, like paying bills on time, not being overzealous when it comes to your emotions and fucking, maintaining your masculine frame. Even if she gets a little bit excited about something, or she has like, some anxiety about something, you just remain calm and tell her, hey, look, there's no point in getting anxiety over this shit. We're gonna form a solution and we're gonna fix this. Okay. That's how you look at your girl and talk to her. That's how you're supposed to talk to her. Let her trip and then act the fool and all that shit, because she's got to get that shit out of her system. And you just sit there looking at her and say, okay, are you done yet? So like, and then now we're gonna form a solution on this. Okay. And that's it. So
you gotta take the passenger seat, fellas. Excuse me, you gotta take the driver's seat and let them be the passenger. You have to. And don't always wait for them to suggest it and you follow, because subconsciously you're following by her lead, motherfuckers. She set you up right there. You think you're leading. She made you think you're leading, but you're leading by her suggestion. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think that shit don't matter though, because y'all just look for blatant like clues and shit. It's so much subtle shit that y'all don't pick up on, and then when y'all hit rock bottom and shit, then y'all fucking going over every fucking thing and want to change everything you said. And ooh, I shouldn't have said this. Ooh, I should have thought that. No, fam. It ain't been like fucking a million things you done passed up, man. And you just the littlest fucking shit. So just little shit. So say you got a girl. Oh, shout out to Redskin, Mr. Redskin. He said he had a chick driving a hour plus to come see him, and he gonna smoke with her and fuck her. Do your thing for him Friday night.
Good. Don't have a good time.
Yeah, no simping, man. You're not on the phone texting, trying to figure out if you're gonna get a date or not. That's what we don't want. We don't want y'all. We want y'all to be like, which one? Or any. We want y'all to get to the point where it's like none tonight. That's what we want.
Yes.
He ain't gotta tell me that he ain't gotta mention that for me to know that. We want y'all to be like, you know what? I don't even feel like getting my dick sucked tonight. I just think I'm gonna make me some Rice Krispies. Well, actually, I'm gonna probably get my dick sucked tonight after the Rice Krispies, but y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah, like immediately following this, I'm gonna have some Pop-Tarts because I want some Pop-Tarts, and I picked up some Pop-Tarts. I'm gonna move for it. So yeah, there ain't no way I'm gonna have a woman over here tonight. No way, man. I got shit to do tomorrow, and you know, like I said, I plan my sex anyway. My sex is scheduled. My sex is scheduled, man. It's on the schedule. So
I got a blow job at 7:30 with steak and asparagus. Thank you.
exactly. No, that's not that. I know you. I know that's some true shit. That's true, man. That's definitely true for me. Just like I said, I plan out the frozen pizza shit. All right, so I'm gonna throw that frozen pizza in at 6. I'm gonna smash until 7. That's why I get the pizzas that take a minute, then them stuffed ones, and then so I'm gonna smash till 7. Wake up, serve her ass.
I'm gonna tell you what kind of like I gotta, because you know what, you know how some things you know it, but you gotta see it. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna just start typing it and it's gonna come in. I don't even know it, but I'm gonna tell you, they come from Target. Help me out if you know. Francis.
Freschetta, right? Freschetta, right? Freschetta. Yeah.
Oh, see, this is what I do. This is fire. You get those, so with the cheese and the garlic Alfredo and spinach, and mushrooms, add some spinach and some turkey to that. Put that shit in the oven with some garlic powder on the top. Mm-hmm. Man, they think they got a $30 pizza, man. And it's square too. Chop it up in squares. So y'all can feed each other and shit. Drop a piece of pizza on their titties and start sucking them, motherfuckers. It's gonna be too hot for her. You're gonna have to warm it down with your mouth and shit. The piping hot. How you say it? Francisque.
I thought it was Freschetta. Maybe I'm wrong about the name and shit. But hey, here's another thing I want guys to start investing in too. When you get your own place, like have like shit that a woman could use when she comes over. Like have a robe for her, you know, like have like a robe, like have a nice robe for yourself, and then have a robe for her too, and just make her feel like that's her motherfucking robe. Like, hey, I got you a robe so we can chill around.
And she gonna treat your home like it's her home.
Yeah. I mean, you know, to a point, you know. So I got a robe for you and shit like that, and you know. I always have like hygiene wipes so she can wipe her pussy down and shit. You know, I can, you know, when I nut on them and shit, I clean it off of them myself. I'm kind of like a gentleman with it and shit, because half the time they're just laying there with their legs shaking and shit. So I'll go get some fucking some baby wipe kind of shit, and I'll come in and fucking clean her up and all that shit, make her feel all good. And they really appreciate that, guys. When you nut on chicks, clean it off of them.
Yeah.
Clean it off of them.
They love it. Or when you getting your dick sucked and you busting their mouth or their face, have them clean it up. You think it sound nasty? They'll take pride in wiping your shit clean, fam. I'm telling you.
Yes, yeah,
It makes it feel like wiping a baby's ass. Like they get into their nurturing mode and shit because you just bust a fat. This is expert level game. You just bust a fat net, so you're really like they're hella sensitive like a fucking child anyway. For that few 1 or 2 minutes. You lose your masculinity for a second when you you get a little feminine for a second. And then
there's like a 5 to 10 minute grace period where you fucking just lose your damn mind. So like you just fucking like you ain't a man no more and shit. Man, what the fuck?
Especially if it was one of them hard ones, you know, some of them ones that's hard coming, like you got to work for it. You finally get it. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Man, I'm so on top of my my orgasms, man, in terms of timing that shit. Like there ain't no pussy good enough to make me nut fast. Like at this point, there is no pussy good enough on the planet that can make me lose my shit. Yeah. I completely mastered that. I remember I used to have to watch porn in order to nut. I would be like, damn, I gotta have something else.
I'm weird, bro. I got a thing where I got an ass fetish. So it's like in order to nut, like bitches already know when I'm ready to finish because I'd be like, all right, let me get it in reverse. It's the routine.
Right. No, yeah, you gotta get them in that spot. That's true.
Yeah. So I basically, okay, we entertain each other. Now I'm gonna just look at your ass until I nut. So get in reverse. And it is it's Fresca frozen pizza.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, now it's time for you to please me, but not that, because you can ride me, but no, I want to look at your ass and not your face. Mm-hmm. I just want to look at the ass. That's the honeymoon. That's the honeymoon is over. I know they'd be like, yep, we could be going in. Ooh, ah. And I'd be like, all right, get in reverse. that beat is over.
Yeah, she knows too. She knows too. It's like finish him. It's motherfucking Mortal Kombat time.
Yeah, hey, as soon as you said that, the Mortal Kombat music, how you know, did it get quiet and shit?
Yeah.
That's hella fucking funny, man. Yeah, wait, brush it. Now, Trav, now you messing me up because now you know I got a mind. I gotta look up what you're saying. Are you proving me wrong? Let me see. Is it the bruschetta pizza now? He's saying it's bruschetta. Let me see if he right because I got a problem. I can't let shit go until I confirm.
Yeah, I think that is it though. I think it is bruschetta. Yep.
But it's the flavor. It's like an Alfredo sauce and it has spinach and mushrooms on it. I add turkey. And put some garlic powder on that shit. Man, they think they eating some fucking California pizza fucking shit. Not like Round Table, but some old healthy kind of fucking. What's the other one they got? I don't know if they got that out there where you live. What's that shit? Damn. Trav. Matter of fact, what's the
California Pizza Kitchen or no?
No, that they got that out here too. But it's one Pieology where you just tell them whatever the fuck you want on it and they make it. And it's so basically it's like a buffet for pizza. So you go in there, it's like $11 and you get the pizza and then they have every fucking topping. So the pizza is not as good as like, I don't know, Round Table or whatever the fuck you like, but it's hella good because like me, I like bacon. So I know when I order a pizza from Round Table or from Zachary's, wherever the fuck I order it from, and I say extra bacon, it's gonna be some more bacon, but it's like Subway, but yeah, it's like Subway. So you go there, let me get more. Let me get you could just get gratuitous with it. You just any topping you want. Like, you know, you like pepperoni, put all flavors of pepperoni on my shit. Keep going. Just like Subway, more olives. That's how you do the pizza, and they cook it for you. So they getting that kind of feel. They're not getting the Domino's kind of feel. They're getting a cute feel. Like women like to feel cute, even with their food. That's why they like going to fancy restaurant because they're good for pictures. They want to take pictures of it and show it. Because only the expensive restaurants don't have the best food. They just have the cutest plates.
Right, that's true.
They got real cute plates. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be certain shit. Like you know. Here, have you ever been to Memphis?
No.
Oh, see, when I went to Memphis, I was disappointed, man. And the thing is, I kind of made a connection, you know. Memphis was a lot more white than I thought it was. Because the thing is, I thought that Nashville was like the country music and shit. So when I thought Memphis, Tennessee, I'm thinking of Martin Luther King and fucking the blues and shit like that. And it's not like that. But the point of it is I thought they was gonna have the best barbecue, but the thing is like people had different. That's why it's good to travel. People had different interests and taste buds places because it's not like I had a bad food. Like I went there, like, ooh, I can't wait to because you know they had the annual barbecue festival out there. That's where it's held and shit like that. So I'm like, ooh, I'm about to get some fire ass ribs with no sauce. Man, that shit was nasty. I gave a whole slab of ribs to a dude on the street. Now my ass like to eat. Do you know shit is not good if I'm giving a whole slab? Like I kill shit, a whole slab that I didn't even want to heat it up later. But the people in the restaurant are like, this is finger looking good. I'm thinking, are we eating the same fucking shit? You know what I'm saying? But they think that shit is cool. They like it. You know, we got different fucking taste buds and shit, and people have different ways of life, different places. Just like in New York, the way they look at pizza and shit is different than here, and just shit like that.
Yeah, even over here in Chicago, man, the pizza's fantastic over here. The food, the steaks, everything is good here, and it's a very clean city over here. So you got to come visit sometime, man. It's probably in the summertime.
I'll come next year, man. You know what? I'll come to Chicago. And then maybe even you could go to Philly because I know you wanted to go to Philly too.
I want to see that Rocky statue, man. I haven't seen that shit yet.
I haven't been, and you haven't been, so that would be like a cool ass experience.
Yeah,
for us to just have and just chill, you know. And we ain't even got to fuck no bitches, but what we is gonna do is drink and eat some tight ass shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And fucking see all the monuments, get on the fucking hop on, hop off bus and just fuck around and get some Philly cheesesteaks and talk some shit, probably roast some hoes because we didn't had to fucking fire them because they like, ooh, where y'all from? And we might not be in the mood for bitches.
Right, man. Right. Right.
You know? And like I say, and see what I'm saying? Like, we can talk. Like I said, I just was on some shit for 4 hours, but when I talk to you, it's easy. Why? It's because it's positive energy, man. And that's the same interaction if you have with women, you will be successful. Positive energy trumps swag. Positive energy trumps status too, to an extent. Now, if you're like a fucking billionaire, then don't fucking say, well, Bill Gates, well, it's oxymoron. I don't think I'd have to get that detailed to make my point. Y'all should understand what I'm saying. You know, obviously, if you're a fucking movie star, duh, but that should go without saying. We're just talking about regular motherfuckers. Positive energy, just like a woman. Like you meet a woman, you meet a waiter. The waiter could be hella bad, but she's a bitch. She's a fucking bitch. If the waiter's hella cool, like she wasn't that cute, man, but she was dope as fuck. And when you go there the next time, you're gonna be like, hey, is Tracy in the back? And it ain't got nothing to do with her being fine or you want to fuck her. You just appreciate the positive energy and a great experience. Because it's an experience. She ain't cooked the food. You know? Ain't that a trip? How when you go out to eat, you always complain to the waiter, when in reality, the waiter ain't got shit to do with the food. All she doing is bringing that shit out. But we just impulsively get mad at the waiter and shit. What's wrong with the food?
That's true, man. That's true.
You know, they ain't got shit to do with it. You know what I mean? They just bringing this shit out. Here, take this. Okay, I'm serving them. You don't get mad at the cook. You don't be like, let me go back there and talk to the cook. No, you're fucking at the waiter or the manager, who is a whole nother person who ain't got shit to do with the food.
Earlier, I think Black Ram was saying something about some of the best spots to go is to a hotel bar.
Yeah.
And that's facts. Big time facts. That's where I only go to hotel bars. I go to a piano bar, hotel bar, little lounges. I never go to clubs. Yeah, because they're usually hotel bars are very nice anyway, so the experience is just off the chain anyway. You get good service, beautiful people. I like being around beautiful people. I mean, and I like good music, good vibes, good energy, and then plus, like you said, if something pops off, you ain't even got to go outside. You just go right upstairs. So that was very, very true. One guy at
I was about to read the question. Which one, Travs or Dequante?
Go whichever, man.
Okay, well, this is one question probably gonna be short, one part's gonna be long. So I'm gonna just combine them. So the question was, what is some expert level mental foreplay most men don't know? That's the first half. And then the other guy asked, he asked this to you. How did you learn about the red pill lifestyle and what got you started in? So just take those combo.
All right. So the expert level foreplay is you just got to switch things up. You got to switch up environments. So it's a lot of it is mental. So like I like to go to hotels for the weekend. So even with my own place, I got my own place, a beautiful place, but I still like to get away and go into a nice like hotel room, get a nice room with a jacuzzi tub. And then just the change of atmosphere sometimes makes it feel like you got somebody new, and then they feel like it too. So changing the atmosphere is very, very important when it comes to seducing a woman, and then always switch it up too. In terms of I go down on women personally. I do. Once I check them out with a flashlight and shit, I check it out. Go down there with a fucking helmet on, with a light on it. Check it out, make sure it's all good.
Change equipment and shit. Get
Put on a fucking glove. I got a glove and shit. Like, man, your pussy all right? All right. I can go ahead and fuck with this. So definitely got to use your fingers when you're with women. You can't just go dick in. I mean, sometimes, but you got to be able to do all the foreplay first. Use your fingers. Kissing is so important. The most important thing you could do with a woman as a man is master your ability to kiss a woman, how to kiss her. Kissing is so important. And then while you're fucking a woman, make sure you're kissing her. I mean, this is very important too. It's not just stabbing a chick with a dick. I mean, you got to be like touching her, kissing her. Women like when your body is very close to them when you're fucking them. So like if you're on top in a missionary position, make sure like your body is very close to them. You're not like in a porn and shit where you're sitting up, you got her legs spread and you just fucking hitting it. I mean, you gotta women like to be seduced and they like to be kissed.
You want to feel loved and appreciated. And
yes, it can't be like a porno. It cannot be like a porno. There's moments where you can implement some of that shit, but
just like a roller coaster, it goes through its loops, but then there's this regular parts too that get you ready for the tricks.
Right, and that's why I say change atmospheres, because then you could kind of become a different dude, and she could become a different woman. So then you're like role playing in a hotel room. So you take her downstairs, and then you fucking. I remember I used to tell women like, act like you don't know me right now, and they're like, what? And I'm like, hey, act like you don't know me, like we just met, like. You don't know.
I didn't know. I did a story time about that. That's fire game. Just role play, like just so you can know I know, so you won't think like you can literally like this. What y'all do with y'all girlfriends? You have your girlfriend, right, and tell them to meet you at a bar. You're a whole different fucking person. This is sex sessions lessons volume 5. I talked about this. You're a whole different person. And they're a whole different person. And then that way you get to creatively play with the personality and you don't have no fear of rejection because y'all role playing. So you may discover some shit that she really liked by pretending to be someone else.
True. Very, very true. And romance is about you too. Like a lot of people say, well, I ain't trying to be I'm not romantic. I ain't trying to romance her, because then, you know, they almost feel like they're validating the woman if they're romancing her. Romance is something a man should want to experience. So that should be something as a man you want to experience for yourself. Having a romantic side is something that every man should tap into. And then, like I said, if you change up the atmosphere, that's very, very important for me. Very, very important that you change up the venue where you fuck your chick. Sometimes fuck her at her house. Sometimes fuck her. I remember this one girl that I used to see. She lived above a bar. And I remember one time I loved going over there and fucking her because it felt like I was fucking some trash hoe from the bar. Like hey,
I was fucking the cafeteria lady at my job one time. Persistence could be key, because you know what? It went to the point where it's like, you know what? She must got some fire ass dome, because the way she is on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just let her do it. Because she used to be like, "Oh, Mr. C, oh, you going here? You going there? When you gonna show me pictures? When are you gonna take me? Woo woo." And then, this shit went on for like a year. So this is a key game right here, that I can just sit on a woman for a year. Just because she work in the cafeteria don't mean she's a fucking old ass lady and shit. It just means that she works at the school district and she work in the kitchen. That's all it is. So it doesn't mean she's just fucking old bad mama jama in the kitchen. It's not the fucking thing. There's regular chicks that have jobs like that. Okay, so and I'm seeing her every day. So she kept saying this shit. So then one day I'm just like, you know, that would be a good deal. I think I was going to Vegas, and I was like, this is a quick trip. And I was just like, I would have to test you out first to see if you can even hang with me. That changed the whole level of our conversation, just meet. So I finally took her bait. But I really wasn't tripping because I didn't really do anything. I'm just like, all right, fuck it. Just to see. And I remember, so we flirted for like a year, and I really wasn't checking for her. And that's just because I don't know. I just really wasn't. Oh, I know why. It's because I was fucking the principal at the school then. So I didn't want to put with the cafeteria lady. That's the reason why. And she was married too. She was married. We fucked at the school. We fucked in my class, nigga. But so the cafeteria. So the thing is that that same day she came through to my house. And we fucked, and she squirted, and I was hella mad. I kicked her out because she squirted so much I couldn't sleep in my own bed. And I was just looking at her, mean mugging her like, this fucking bitch. Now I can't even. I was so mad. It's like I fucking had red eyes, Superman eyes beaming on her for 2 or 3 minutes before I kicked her out. I just was just mugging her like, this fucking bitch done peed in my fucking bed. This my shit so fucking wet.
Man, I've been through that so many times where I didn't want to.
I despised her first.
Yeah, man. A lot of guys will probably love a squirting chick, man. I don't even like them anymore, man. I'm like, you be fucking shit up. I gotta clean up after your ass. Like, I mean, if I'm fucking you like on some tile, that's different. But if I'm gonna fuck you in my bed, like you mean, nah, man, I'll fuck you on the roof or some shit.
You got a PayPal? They asking for the PayPal. You got PayPal?
I do, man, but I don't have the link on me right now. Let me try to find it real quick. But yeah, like squirting to me when I was younger, I was attracted to it. But now as I've gotten older, like a little bit is okay. If she's a squirter, I got a special pad for her and shit. I got a special towel. She already knows when she comes over, I got all her shit ready. So
people gotta know what's levels of squirting too, because the squirting I'm talking about may not be the squirting that y'all making the connection with. I'm talking about can't sleep in your bed. I'm not talking about, ooh, the sheets was hella wet, fam. No, that's not the fucking top. That's not what I'm talking
about. That's what I'm talking about too. Like just puddles and fucking pools of fucking squirting. That's not sexy to me. That's not sexy. And the pussy don't even feel that good after a while. You just keep hitting it and it's squirting and shit. It just don't even feel like I'm fucking like rubber or some shit. Just
it's too slip and slide.
It's got a weird feel to it.
I'm gonna put my Patreon in here for y'all chats too. Y'all get on the Patreon, man. I just dropped Travel Part 4. Y'all, YouTube ain't getting that one, man. It's too much finesse game in there. And it's like a 30-minute drop too. I can't get that on YouTube. Y'all gotta get that to my Patreon people, man. I'm gonna put it in there for y'all. Y'all like the Travel 1, 2, and 3. Y'all waiting for 4? It's already out. You just ain't click the link. You can get it today. You can get it right now. After this. Don't wait on YouTube though. And let me just ask the people. I don't give a fuck anyway, but I'm just curious. I'll go ask y'all what y'all think. Y'all think I should make drops every now and then, or just stick to the lives? I'm cool with just sticking to the lives because, like I say, the only new drops I made was like 2. Game Over was 1 when I had the rock and shit. You know, I had the Gucci beanie on and shit. That was 1. And it might have been 1 other one. All the rest of my drops, though, have been shit that I made on Patreon. But if y'all really want some drops, I'll give y'all drops every now and then. But this is my true passion. This is what I really like to do. But I will, if y'all give me some good feedback, I may just do one sometimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? But really, this is what I like to do. But if y'all just, because, you know, even though, like I said, like with me and you, like the stepbrothers shit, if the drops were shorter, they would get more views. And I'm not even just saying this about the views, but what I'm saying is people's attention span on YouTube, they don't like looking at long ass shit. Most people. But I'm about to cut the shit short for views. If I'm having a good fucking time and I'm chilling, it's just gonna go however long it's supposed to go. So if motherfucker see it's 3 hours, don't want to watch it, fuck you.
Right.
Because I'm a part of it. So it's easy for me to do it because I'm on here talking too. I you know, it's different. But yeah, so just tell me if y'all want to drop y'all Patreon cats, say y'all pay Trav, you tell them, should I start making drops every now and then? Because I could just really do this shit and that's it. You know, I got all the content creators who I like and watch their content, I could actually collaborate with. So I don't fucking need to make videos no more.
I want to answer this question by Mr. Burns. He said, "Yo, how did you learn about the red pill lifestyle and want to get started in it?" I actually didn't even know much about the terminology red pill lifestyle until just recently. Like I said, I didn't even really know what that meant. I mean, when I watched The Matrix and stuff like that, I was kind of getting an idea of what that meant. But it just happened through fucking up in life. You know, you're just making a lot of mistakes. And, you know, I believe I did have a simp phase. Not a simp. I wouldn't call myself a simp, but I do think that
a soft phase. You didn't
a phase where I was not on top of my shit. I wasn't in control, and I allowed women to have their way in certain areas. So just by going through that experience and also being in the sales game, when you're a salesman, you know, I could honestly say I've mastered my craft at sales. I believe I'm one of the best salesmen on the planet. And I can say that with confidence just based on my achievements and the things that I've done. So that taught me a lot about real life too, just interacting with so many different people. And so I have never sold cars. No.
I can see you in a suit selling Maseratis or some shit.
Yeah, I've never sold cars, but as far as the red pill awareness or whatever, or that kind of mentality, it just comes from not putting up with bullshit anymore. You know, just recognizing the stuff that's not good for you and eliminating it. That's it. And sometimes it's family. Like I said, I mean, I love my family. I love them. I love them from a distance. Some of them, but I had to make a decision on what's right for me. And so I've never been happier by stepping aside. Sometimes you got to be alone for a season. I mean, completely alone. I mean, you know, where you're not talking. Maybe you talk to your mom here and there, and you're there for her, but you don't even talk to her that much. You know, like you have to separate yourself from that energy, that female energy, and just be alone and introduce yourself to yourself, and then you come out of it. You have a different perspective. But if you don't get away, if you can't disconnect from everything, I don't think it's possible. I think there has to be a season where you disconnect completely and you go into solitude as a man, and then you come back out of it with a new perspective. And I think you're better because of that. So
that's some good fire game. You see Lottery Guru's question. He said, lately I've not been approaching chicks because I care of what others think of me, and I know they don't. I need my glasses. I know they don't give a fuck about me, but how do I overcome this mental fuckery? I gotta snap out this bullshit.
Yeah, I'm looking for that question. I don't even see it here.
It's just down. It's 8:47. It's the timestamp.
Oh, okay. I gotta go up. Okay. We missed that one. I see. Okay.
You could just get on my Patreon, fam, but I'll put the PayPal in here again. Let me see. The drops are good, but the lives are fire, more engaging, so I think you should stick to them. Well, I honestly know that. Like I lose people behind doing this shit, but the people I lose, I don't want anyway, if that makes sense. Because I want people that fuck with me and want to learn, not for people who's desperate and just got themselves in some fuck shit and got flake and want me to solve their fucking problems. I mean, I can, but I just like people who fuck with me and really, and the people, if you on here for 3 hours and shit like that, then I know that you, one, fuck with me, and two, willing to listen and learn. So it's worth it to me. I'd rather have that than more motherfuckers on here asking me about how they get their ex back. I'd rather do this.
Yeah, I mean, like, even just that whole question, why the fuck would people want their exes back, man? I don't get that, man. I mean, when you think about it, usually it's your ego that wants the ex back. It's just your ego that wants the ex back. It's not the real you. Because if you ask yourself some of these questions, like why do I really want it back? Why did it end? Why did it
terms?
Yeah, and it's just like a lot of people too like to do the breaking up. And that's the problem too. It's an ego thing. If you got broken up with, it's a problem. If you do the breaking up with, it's not a problem. So a lot of it is just how it ends. I think is why people want their ex back. It's just how it ended.
I've been victim to that.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. She gonna fire me. Oh no, I'm bringing her back and firing her. She got me fucked up. How dare her? Yeah. And I don't say that, but that's the feeling of it. That's the vibe. I don't tell them that.
Right now, and I've been in that spot. Yeah, like you said. I mean, who the hell are you to fire me, bitch? You ain't even fucking on my level. How the fuck you gonna fire me? And then, like, so what I used to do is lure her back in and then fire her ass, just like the same exact way. And that's unhealthy, man. That was unhealthy. And now, I'm glad I moved on from that. But to the earlier question, the guy was saying something about I don't see the question, but he said he fears approaching women. Is that what he said?
Okay, it says. Clear my throat. Lately, I've not been approaching chicks because I care of what others think of me. I know they don't give a fuck about me, but how do I overcome this mentally fuckery? I gotta snap out of this bullshit. Yeah, we got another guy says he can relate, so I guess that's some shit.
Man, sometimes it's just a matter of working through it. I mean, instead of like getting mad at yourself for maybe you just need some time off. Maybe instead of, sometimes it's good to take time off from approaching women, from having women, maybe go 3 months You ain't got to take off a fucking year, but maybe just 3 months where you just step aside from all of it, work on yourself, pump some iron.
What's the longest you ever went without sex?
Probably 4 weeks. Probably 4 weeks, and that was a stretch, because even in my solitude, I still had pussy. You know what I'm saying? I still knew I needed to fuck. Okay, because you just need to fuck. So, but sometimes a lot of that rejection feeling comes from just not being confident in yourself, and you're not doing the necessary work to do so. So you know, even when I don't work out, you know, that doesn't really happen that much. But sometimes with aging, I'm getting older. My body is changing a little bit, so I'm holding on to a little bit of fat in certain areas. You know, somebody might look at me and be like, "You're not fat at all," but according to my standards, you know, I could probably drop a couple of pounds. So if I'm gonna fuck a woman, you know, I might have my shirt on one night and shit, be fucking her with a shirt on and shit. She's like, what the fuck? This motherfucker got his socks and his shirt on and shit. But you know, like, it just comes down to confidence and how you feel about yourself. So remember, there's no such thing as rejection. I want everyone to know that there's no such thing as rejection. There's just things you do and things you don't do. And remember, if you don't make a move in life, just like questions you don't ask, you never get the answer. Just like there's a scripture, if you knock on the door, you know, you get an answer from, you know, whatever, however it goes. Basically, there's a scripture that basically says, knock and the door will open for you. So you have to make the move, and you can't be afraid to make the move. You just have to make the move. But I do believe that you have to do the necessary things first. Then when you make the move, you'll be more ready. It's almost like training wheels on a bike. Before you take the training wheels off, you gotta see what it's like to ride with them training wheels on. And then when you get the more confidence, you're like, man, I can ride this motherfucker. Let's get these wheels off. And then you take the wheels off, and then now you're ready to ride the bike. Now when you ride the bike, you're gonna fall a little bit, which means some women say no. So when you're on a bike and you're young and you fall and you skid and you bust your knee open or whatever, you still get back on that bike. So why can't you go back to that your youth, the mentality of kind of that same mentality where nothing was going to stop you when you were young. You got on a bike and you wanted to ride that motherfucker no matter how many bumps and bruises you had on you. So stop looking at and women are just these, like, they're just women, man. I mean, you have to almost like wrap yourself around the idea that these are just women, man. You're a fucking man. You're like a warrior and shit. Like I have a warrior's mentality. Like I that's why I love lions. I love watching lions. I love watching National Geographic. Those are little things you guys could do too. Start looking at nature and like start enjoying other things in life. So women aren't the main focus in your life. Then eventually you'll just meet a woman and it'll just kind of be.
You're doing shit that you like to do, and she's doing similar shit. So you already got an advantage right there.
Yes. So it's just like it all comes back to focus. If women are the primary focus, they're gonna sense it, and you're not gonna have good interactions. But if let's say you're working on your body, you're working on your degree, you're working on your money, you're working on your credit, you're working on side projects to make additional money. You're starting a YouTube channel. You're in the studio making making a record. You like to sing. You like to play guitar. There's so many fucking things that men neglect, and they just go straight for the woman. And it upsets me because you're setting yourself up for disaster. You have to start living for yourself first, and women will eventually come, and it'll be so much easier to connect when you do that.
Yeah. I used to play piano when I was young, and I'm about to get back into it. And just that alone, that's hella bitches right there. If a woman can come over and I can eat dinner with her and then play her a fucking song, your what you doing texts are out.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
You gotta even think about that one.
Yeah, I had to think about that. I'm like, wait a minute. Hell yeah, that's true. So it's just a matter of like, I wonder what this guy's age is that asked that question. Because if he's young, it's just gonna come with time. You don't know who you are yet. You don't know what makes you happy yet. You don't know how to say no yet. You don't know how to say yes to things yet. Like becoming a man takes a lifetime to become a man and to become the best version of yourself. So even I'm not even there yet, but I'm much better. I'm far happier and more productive and more proud of myself than I ever been. So, but it came as a result of the work that I put in. I stopped drinking as much. I stopped smoking. I don't go to bars much. You know, I plan all my events in advance. You know, everything is on a planner. Like once you become more disciplined with the way you live, I'm telling you, you're not going to be all over the place. And when you meet women, you're just going to be, it's just a natural thing. You're just going to be far more confident naturally because you're doing so many other things in your life and you're proud of those things. So there's nothing better than a man that's proud of himself. You always could tell the difference between a man that's not proud of himself and a man that is proud of himself.
Look, can't y'all tell we both live good lives and get bitches by how we talk? We ain't even showing ourselves. Now, don't cheat and be like, y'all seen us before. Let's pretend y'all ain't never seen us before. You see this guy with this nice beard with this mink coat on China, and you see this guy right here, the back of his head in his suit, and you hear us talk. Can y'all tell we get chicks or no? Press 1 if y'all think so. Press 1 if we get it. Brian Boren, hey, what's up, man? We've been live all fucking day. Shout out to you, Brian Boren. I forgot. I think he was just in Colombia. My man was in Colombia, man, fucking with it. Y'all need to go there. Woo. Tell him about Colombia in the chat, Brian.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat room too, man. Shout out to Brian, Jamal, everybody, Joshua, everyone that participated.
That's so good. The lives are fire, Morgan. Yeah. Yeah, that's true to you. But what I'm saying is to the guys who want to get phone numbers, they don't care about these 3-hour shits. They like skip to the point that's gonna help me get the bitches now.
Yeah.
I know that. You think I don't know that?
Yeah, men have to be conditioned, man. You gotta like condition yourself, just like trainers in fights and boxers and shit. You can't just jump in the ring and expect to fucking just close the deal, not go knock somebody out. That motherfucker's gonna whoop your ass. So you need to get hit. You need to get hit a couple times. You need to know what it feels like to get rejected. Rejection is a good thing. Like getting rejected is a good thing. Like guys, do not fear rejection. Almost embrace rejection. Like you need to know what it tastes like and it feels like to be rejected. Like you have to feel that, and you should actually be okay with feeling that. Like it's okay, man. You're talking about a guy that's been rejected. Afi has been rejected. I promise you, in some fashion. We were rejected by our fucking fathers, man. Our fathers cut out of life early and died on us, man. That could be a rejection that we carry around.
That was a fire game. Get on his PayPal right now. Fucking statement he just made right there. Say that one again.
Yeah, I mean, like even Afi and I, our fathers died when we were 3 years old. We could be looking at that as a rejection. Like our fathers fucking, died on us, man. We had to fucking.
Now let's go be criminals now because we didn't.
Yeah, like we could make excuses and say, you know what, we didn't have any fucking fathers, so that's why I robbed a bank. No, fuck that, man. I'm gonna find a way out of this. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a mentor, just like Sylvester Stallone was a big mentor of mine growing up, watching the Rocky movies, watching Al Pacino, watching him in his movies, and watching old actors like Clark Gable and fucking watching the black and white films. Those things helped me become a man. Watching how they act. Watch a black and white film and look at how those men acted back in the day. I promise
you. Who else on the live? I just said that. I was saying, I told Black Ram, watch Casablanca. That motherfucker was so witty and had the bitches.
Exactly. Yep. I mean,
some asshole shit, but he just said little short shit that just made him think. He just said little shit like da 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 da. Just think about that one.
Yeah, man. Watch those black and white movies, man. Those actors back then, those were real men. They were dressed nice. They were, they didn't take no shit. They were very in control. And it's like somehow,
bro.
What's up, Mr. JT? What's happening, man?
That's why you need the Morpheus TV so you can watch all that shit.
Yeah, I gotta get up on that. But
Mr. JT, what's going on? Thanks for the super chat. Brian Bourne said I'll be in San Diego. I think he's saying San Diego this weekend. Back in Columbia, January for a month. Columbia is the shit. I will buy a place there, guaranteed. I keep telling these cats, you get tired of seeing dimes. You see the dimes over there, and they submissive, and they will like choose on you. You don't have to fucking act all weird and fucking, what should I say? They gonna just wink at your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because people forget When you go to foreign places, motherfuckers, y'all foreigners. You're not looking at it like that.
That's true.
We are for when I go to Thailand, I'm a foreigner to them. I'm not thinking about, ooh, I can fuck hella Thailand bitches. They looking at it like, ooh, we ain't seen a black guy look like this. That's what's going on.
And that's why black women like me, because I'm not like your typical white dude. Like I'm like a hybrid. They're like, who? Yeah, they're like, what the fuck is this dude with this, you know, this sexy beard and dark hair and fucking has all this swag to him? Like I'm just not your typical white dude, you know. Like so that's why and that's why brothers like me too. The brothers like me, and I love them all my life. I get along great with the brothers, man, because they just know. Brothers know.
I love you. You so black and don't try to be black, but be still black.
I mean, brothers know that real. That's why I've always been so attracted to black women too. Is like they're very forthcoming with their feelings. They'll tell you exactly how they feel, and I respect that. Whereas white women don't do that. They keep everything inside. They're fucking insecure as fuck. Like I mean, I wish white women would actually like learn from black women in some fashion too. Like
Spanish chicks.
What's that?
Spanish chicks.
Yeah, or Spanish chicks. Right.
Yeah.
But I want to say this one last thing. And Sean Connery, this dude just made a comment. Sean Connery was nice with it. Hell yeah, Sean Connery used to smack chicks in his movies too. I used to laugh at that.
He was a nice fucking white looking dude, man. The way he talks is the whole package, man.
Yeah, he was. But the last thing about rejection I want to say is that you got to be okay with no, because no to a wise man points you in a new direction. So I want to make sure I reiterate that hearing no as a wise man is good. That is now the no is pointing you in a different direction. So that should not put you into seclusion, and now you shouldn't feel bad about yourself. No,
detour only.
What's that?
A detour. When you see a detour, what happens? You fucking go around.
Yeah. So no's are good, man. No's are actually there for your protection too. Shit. Sometimes when a chick says no, it's a good thing, man. Maybe that was gonna be a big fucking headache for you, and something that you would have lost a lot. You would have lost money. You would have lost time, resources. Maybe that bitch had a STD. You have no fucking idea who these women are. Sometimes when you hear no, look at it as a blessing. All right, cool. It's good. I'm gonna go somewhere else then. That you have to think about it like that.
Yeah, it's all about perception. And even me, like a lot of situations where I thought were good for me, looking back, I'd be like, ooh, God was teaching me something. I didn't want to listen then. Back then I was thinking, man, this is some weird shit. Why is this happening and all that? Now I understand. It took for me to go through it and reflect, and now I understand exactly why. And even dealing with people, sometimes the best way to deal with people is watch them when you don't know they looking. You watch them when they don't know you looking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you really see what's up. That's how you really see it.
Very true.
No means yes, and yes means anal. Always got somebody, okay.
You know what, man? Women have surprised me too, man. Women like getting fucked in the ass, dude. It's weird, man. It's just women are so fucking freaky, man. They're freakier than me. Like I gotta like go to the depths of my freakiness in order sometimes to fuck some bitches, man. I'm like, damn, like I gotta pull everything out on this bitch. I remember one time I was giving a chick the business, man, and she was just like, keep fucking me. I'm like, damn, bitch, I'm about to fucking croak fucking your ass. Like, I mean, like these chicks are crazy out here, man.
Hella crazy, man.
You ever met a chick like that where you were just hitting it, you're like, oh, I can't fuck this chick no more.
Yep. And then you know what I don't like too? I don't like the overly noisy chicks. Like I like it to work up to that. I don't like women who just make noises when I don't feel like I'm earning the noises. Like, okay, you're doing too much now. Shut the fuck up. Like, ooh. I remember I had this OG chick and she was a talker. I'm a talker during sex too, but she talked so much that I didn't like it. I'm like, man, like she would be like, she would ask me questions that I didn't want to answer, even during sex. Like, you know how y'all get in pussy and y'all agree to everything, and vice versa. Y'all can have sex with the women and get them to agree to shit. But she'll be like, oh yeah, man, this the best you ever had and all that. Like, oh man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I've been there, man. I've had chicks that just say the wrong things in the wrong way with the wrong tone of voice and shit. Like, just shut the fuck up, man. Like, I've been there before, man.
Even in some pussy, it still don't sound good. Like,
I remember I've had bitches ask me, "Do you like it?" Like, nah, man, not really.
especially during oral sex, man. Like,
It's like,
you can make sex decent, but you
like
can't make head decent. You can't make head decent. Bad head is bad head.
I've only had one really good blowjob in my life, man, and I recall this
one time.
I've had one girl, and I didn't even expect her to be all that. She was not like basic looking. She was sexy, but she wasn't like over the top. Like you wouldn't pick her out of a crowd or anything like that. But she has some sex appeal to her. I saw her as sexy, and I probably would, if I developed her more, she probably would be even more beautiful. But she gave me a fucking blowjob, and I almost passed out.
What was so good about it? Was it just the gagging? Was it the?
I don't know what it was, man, because I was sitting on the edge, like the corner of a bed. Like,
hey, don't you hate when girls don't have mad suction? Like, they think because they go fast and shit is fire. Like, no, you're not even sucking my dick all the way. I want to feel like the suction of your mouth. Just the fact because you're going on my shit up and down. Like, no, I need to fucking feel suction, not just glide on my dick.
And they could jack it too hard too when they're sucking it. Like,
oh yeah,
I can't stand that. I can't stand it. Don't be jacking my dick like that, bitch.
Yeah.
But I remember this one chick. She was almost like no handing it. Like the one. I mean, she just was masterful with the blowjob, dude. It was hands down the best one I've had some good ones in my life. But this one was the best. She was the best. Like, I literally almost passed out. I was like, whoa, okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Like,
I remember I had this one. I was young. I was about 19, and I was fucking this bitch. She was like 27 in college, and so she stayed on the dorm or whatever. And I would go over there and fuck her, and then sometimes she would just drive by my house. I was staying with my sister at the time, so I had bitches over there, but not on demand. It had to be, somebody she knew, or she had to be gone or whatever. So this one, she would be so nasty. She would drive to my house, and I stayed across the street from AAA parking lot, which is a insurance place. I don't know. So it's a big parking lot, and so she would suck my dick, but I don't know. She was like nasty as fuck. It was like a fetish. Like we would get like she would take pride in somewhat thinking she's dominating me. So yeah, I fucked her and shit, but she would drive all the way to my house just to suck my dick. So I would go, and we would get in the back, and I would like face fuck her the whole time. Like, it was weird. Like, I'm telling you, like, it ain't even, she didn't even suck my, you know how you like lay down and get your dick sucked, or sit down and get your dick sucked?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't happen. Now, the first time I fucked her, like, we did the whole routine. I went to her at the dorm and shit, and we did the whole routine then. But once we got to the driving to the my house part, and I would literally, like, she would get in the back seat, and I would face fuck her the whole time. Like, there was no, like, I'm getting head. Like, so she would lay down, she would be sitting down, and I'm standing up in the back, and I would like literally face fuck her the whole time, and she'd be grabbing my ass. And her whole thing was that I would nut in her mouth, right? And she took pride in like nut in her mouth, and she keeps sucking and get my dick hard again, and then nut in her mouth again. That was like her goal every fucking time and shit. Such a hard life, man.
What about them chicks that lay on the edge of the bed, and then you just fuck their face, man, off the edge of the bed? When their head just like hangs from the edge of the bed.
Yeah, man, and it's funny because like when women slut themselves out like that, I kind of look at them like fam, like dudes, they be thinking like women just be on some missionary doggy style ride shit. Like, man, they be on some other shit, man. And even like when I just made a drop on Patreon talk about how to get over your ex, and basically what I said was, guys think with their egos, like we said earlier, and they think, oh, he might have hit, but he didn't tap it like me. No, he definitely tapped it like you. The same way you thought she had a fat ass and some nice titties, the next motherfucker who ain't had that want to kill that shit the same way you did. So she'll just be like, oh, I was just in a vulnerable moment. I was thinking of you the whole fucking time. She was gargling his nuts. He was face fucking her. He slapped her on the ass. She made him breakfast. Motherfucker, don't get it twisted. You be thinking, he probably just hit a missionary and he probably didn't even get hit like that. No, fool. He did all the shit that you wanted to do. You know, and if he didn't, it wasn't basic as she's making it seem. Of course she's gonna downplay. What the fuck you think she's gonna say? Oh, the one time I cheated, he fucked my brains out and made me come and shit. Like, no, she ain't gonna say all that shit unless she just want to piss you off, and then that's some other shit.
That's very, very true, man. That's very, very true. I had to learn that too. I used to have a little bit too much ego in my 20s, and I used to think that I was the only motherfucking man that this chick enjoyed in the bedroom. And now I just expect these bitches to be fucking like crazy. And just when I got you, I'm gonna fuck you like crazy and then send your ass off for somebody else to fuck you like crazy. That's how that's how I feel about it. I ain't trying to lock them down, nothing like that. The only difference that I probably provide is that I have a different mouthpiece. My mouthpiece stands apart. I know that with because I can just tell by the way when I talk to a woman how she responds that she ain't never heard that shit before.
Facts. They get excited. They You ever be on the phone with a woman, you say some shit, they be like ooh, or you could just hear them get turned on.
Yeah, definitely.
But it don't even be no sex shit though.
No, yeah. It just be the way I said something or the way I didn't say something, like where she was waiting for me to say what the last three guys said and I didn't say it.
Yeah, like asshole shit. Like say a girl, you know, send some pictures. A girl send me some pictures, right? Some naked ones or just some, you know, whatever kind of ones. And if I don't ask for it, and then I won't even respond to it. So it's not even like I'm saying cool or you're hot. I won't even acknowledge it. And then they'll get so desperate, they'll text me and be like, "Did you get my pic?" I'll be like, "Oh, yep."
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "What you think?" And I'll be like, "Oh, well, I don't like that type of shit." Just fucking them up. They thought.
Yeah, I remember one time this girl. Yeah, I remember one time this girl sent me a picture in some lingerie, and it was just a random pic. And she had an iPhone, so do I. So she saw I read it, and she was like, I think she asked me the same thing. Did you get that pic, or I take it by your lack of response, you didn't like it? And I was like, you know what? I'm just not feeling that color, but I do like black though. So next time, get black. And then
they gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because you know already fucked them up. I let them know what you thought was good wasn't great. So now go back to the drawing board, motherfucker. You ain't getting no hard eyes from me, bitch.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Even if you do love the motherfucking shit, you can sit there and be loving it and jacking off to the shit. Don't let her know it though. Just let her just be like, it was nice. It was all right. And what other colors you got? That's I say shit like that all the time, dude. What else you got? You got some other stuff? Let me see what else you got.
I remember my ex when I first started fucking with her. She used to get hella mad at me. She's like, "I feel you arrogant as fuck." I'd be like, "What?" She was just like, "Man, I used to be sending you pictures, and you used to just be like, and I used to be like, change the angle."
Oh my god, I'm like a motherfucking porn director when it comes to fucking pictures, dude. I
don't just receive it and be like, fire. I'd be like, back up some, man. What the fuck?
Dude, we're the same person, man. I would do the same shit. I would be like, yo, turn a fucking light on. I can't see shit. And then I'd be like, oh wait, I want one leg up, one leg down.
And I won't even give them the validation of the picture until they do it how I say it. So it's not like I say, "Oh, you're hot," but can you do? No. I'm not even gonna say you're hot until you fix this shit.
I remember chicks would be like, "That's not humanly possible for me to take that picture." I'm like, figure this shit out. I'm like, set the shit up on a stand somewhere, hit the record button, and fucking put yourself in multiple positions for me, and then send the video. I used to just fucking direct women constantly what to do.
Jamal says these women need to get on Jill Scott level. Hey, on some real shit, I will fuck the shit out of her, and it ain't. I don't know. I just like her vibe and the way she looks. Like Jill Scott can get it.
Yeah, Jill Scott's sexy.
She just got a positive. See what I'm saying? She got a real positive energy and vibe. and then me, I guess I think I got that from my mom. Like my mom, she's kind of. I'll send you a picture of her. I posted it on my Instagram stories before, but she's kind of Lisa Rashad-ish. And if y'all don't know who that is, that's Claire Huxtable. And that's how come I likes to like older chicks. But she just talks like this, yeah, real smooth, and yeah, boo, and da, da, da. And so when women talk soft, it turns me on. I'm like, ooh, to myself, like I don't like I remember I had a chick that talked like Nicki Minaj, and she was hella fine and thick and had money. I just couldn't take her fucking voice though. Just imagine Nicki Minaj talking to you. You're not hearing her over beats and rapping. You got your girl that sounds like that talking to you all fucking day. I miss you. Like, oh
yeah, that'd be annoying as fuck. Like Macy Gray talking to you and shit.
yeah, like you're cool, but fuck, man. Let's just step our text game up or something. We can't do the 30-minute sessions on the phone. I just can't do it for you, man. But yeah, I like real soft-spoken and real feminine speaking women. Because whatever they say, it sounds better. like I'm gonna give y'all a quick story time. It's not gonna be the whole story, but it's just a quick little gesture. Like my ex, that's one thing that she had a good about her. She was real feminine and she had finesse game. So I'm a slick talker and she was too. Now so this is the whole thing. So say you're a guy, you want to fuck a girl in the ass, right? So your girl would be like, oh, let's try something new. I want you to do anal or some shit like that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Correct? You hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm talking to you, E.
Oh, you know what? I had stepped away for a second. I can hear you though. What was there nothing wrong with what?
With a girl just being like, hey, let's try something new. Let's try anal. You're gonna be like, cool, let's try it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But the whole thing with her is she talked real smooth like this, yeah, dad, and it just was like she whispered to me the whole fucking time I was with her and shit. Very soothing. But I remember when I first hit her in the ass, right? So the whole thing about it is how it came about was smooth. So she's just like, oh, you hit me, and she's like, oh, can you pick me up from work? And I'm like, why? You got your own car? And then she like, oh, cause her grandma needed to use her shit to go do something, whatever. So so I got an attitude because I'm not gonna leave her stranded, but I'm still like, oh man, all right, whatever. And I'm not even saying it. I'm just like, all right. So she's just like, oh well, yeah, I don't have my car. You need to pick me up. Can you pick me up? So I'm like, all right. I asked her like, why you ain't got your car, and then she told me what I just told y'all. So I'm like, all right. So she's just like, well, actually, I was thinking about going by the sex store. And I'm like, oh, okay, for what? Like, we fuck all the time. Like, why you trying to? So now you're trying to redirect me. So now I'm almost offended. Like, now you're trying to redirect me. You think pussy's the answer? That's how I'm feeling at that point. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, we can go by a sex store. I'm like, all right, well, for what? Like, oh, well, I was just thinking I was going to get some lube and some props and some prize and shit because we're going to have anal tonight. Oh. See, it's finesse game. So she even finessed me. She could have just been like, oh, I'm horny. Let's try something new. I'm going to say yes or no. So that she built intrigue. I'm wondering what's happening next. And it just sounded better. Mm-hmm. And she caught my vibe like, oh, we are going to have, oh, okay. So it's just the way you say shit. You see what I'm saying? Because that made it way more interesting for me to do. So now I started off having an attitude. Now I'm actually excited about a new experience I'm going to have with this woman because we never did it before. Mm-hmm. But it's the way that she put it on the table that brought my energy and brought the excitement to it. If she would have said, hey, I'm horny, let's try anal, I might have still did it, but I wouldn't have been finessed and excited about it. The way she did it made me think, and I was wondering like, where the fuck is she going there? And she just brought the shit to me. And usually, like, guys can bring up, anal or whatever kind of new sexual experience. You bring it up and she confirms. You're just happy with that. But I like the fact that it ain't even like I asked her and she confirmed it, or I would even like we didn't even talk about it. And then she confirmed it. She just brought that fucking shit up out of nowhere. So I was like, shit, hell yeah, I'm gonna pick your ass up now for sure.
Definitely. What happened to that girl, man? Y'all just parted ways?
That's a whole nother story. Yeah. Well, I spoke on her before, but it's the same one I spoke on before, like on She's Not Yours, She Turns. Like we had a run in. We had a few run-ins over the years and shit. Like I fucked her like twice this year. But she knows that relationship shit is over for me. So the reason she doesn't pursue me, because she knows it's only so far it's gonna go. See, when we were together earlier, we would take breaks. So it was easy for me to get back into it. And then, you know, she had kids that I was close to and shit like that. So now it's like those kids are strangers, so that's out. And that the shit that I wanted when I was in a relationship with her, I don't want it at all, period. So she doesn't have any leverage to, you know what I'm saying? That history shit is only gonna go so far. You're a whole different person. You done been in a whole new relationship, and now you got different influences and different fucking ideologies in life from the next relationship that she was in after me. You guys got to realize that sometimes you hold too much sentimental value to shit. When you're dealing with somebody, it's not. If you were dating somebody in high school and you meet up with them on Facebook and shit, that's not that same fucking girl. Even though she might have the same personality and laugh at the same shit, she's had experiences to where she's not that same 17, 18-year-old person you were dating. Neither are you. Neither are you. You changed too. But you just hold on to your idea of what somebody is and not accept the reality of what they turn to be. You feel what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna answer a question Mr. JT posted. I think he removed it, and then I'm gonna bounce, brother. I think we're going on a 3-hour mark here, actually. But I think he asked a question like, have you ever been on a date that you realized you ever been on a boring date, something like that?
Yeah, fucking yeah.
And yeah, I have. But now if I go on dates, I do all the prep work before the date. So I'm doing like the talking on the phone, feeling her out, you know, hearing, you know, and I'm already thinking like I'm already planning the date according to her personality. So I can bring the best out in her. So that's the thing too. You got to be mindful, like have those phone conversations first, because if you just rely on little text messages and shit, you're not really like doing yourself a favor. So I think you do have to
text in between dates, not to get the dates.
Yes, text in between dates. But you want to definitely have that phone call so she can hear your voice, you can hear hers. Ask her some qualifying questions to see the things that she likes to do, because you definitely want to introduce her to new things. But at first, you want to make her feel comfortable. So then that way is not boring. So
you know, I don't have too many hell dates no more, because I kind of focus on the dates being shit that I want to do anyway. So it's like, if it's a hell date, I still got to do it. If I want to go bowling, I invite her. So if I don't like her, I still got to bowl or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even when I say the marina dates, okay, La Piñata is Mexican food. Marina, the thing is it's convenient. That shithole situation, this is the part that I don't tell y'all. That's convenient for me, right? The marina is so close to my house that I don't even have to get on the freeway. So if it is a hell date, but that bitch the one drove 30 minutes, I'm just driving 3 minutes home.
And that's another thing. I never drive long distance to meet
anybody.
It's always within 5 to 10 minutes of my place. Always. And if it doesn't go down like that, she don't get to see me. That's just that's how I roll. I'm at that point in my life right now where I have that requirement. So if you're not gonna meet that requirement, then you can't have my time. So
they don't know where I live. They think they meeting me halfway. Really, I'm just having you get off the freeway exit to my house, and I'm just coming outside. That's what it really almost is.
Exactly.
Me going to La Piñata in the marina is equivalent to you going to the fucking liquor store to go get a bottle. Like it's that literally that close. Like the street where I live, like it's literally 3 stop signs from that street where all that shit is. And I show up late. I show up late. I show up late, and that shit hella close. You there now? Yep. Okay. Now I'm leaving. I don't leave the house till they there already.
Right.
You know.
Now sometimes I actually like to be at a place first most of the time, 95% of the time, I like to get there first, just so I could already kind of scan the room, just in case I don't like this bitch. I'm already kind of setting up my next possibility. So
I know
sometimes,
you done that shit too. I didn't met chicks with. I was with chicks too. That's a whole
yeah.
nother level right there.
And I like to get acquainted with the staff. So I like to get acquainted with the bartenders and stuff like that before they come. So sometimes I tip in advance. I might like give them like a $25 tip if I'm only going to get a couple drinks. I like to tip well. That's something I enjoy doing. That's another thing I want guys to start doing. Make more money so you can be more generous with your money. Like, you know, like if you're going to go out, if you're going to make it a night and be generous and, you know, take care of the people that take care of you. That's just something I think men need to do more of too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get it real back. You know, you get it back. It's just like I was saying about the foreign chick. Like the fact that she didn't tip, now the experience is reduced. She don't necessarily know that, or she may realize it but not understand the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
She may be thinking that the pussy wasn't that good, but in reality, no, bitch, it's because you didn't tip and you didn't buy the bottle.
No, dude, that's exactly right, man. Man, we're the same. We're the same in so many ways, man. I get so turned off when bitches are not generous, man. If you don't come out of your pocket and you look like it irks the. I don't even want to fuck you. I don't even want to fuck you. If you're not generous, I lose interest big time. I like a woman that is generous and offers to pay for things. It's very attractive to me, and she has to have that.
Sometimes I just say I'm sick and shit just to see if she gonna come over and bring my goodies, and I rate how much. Like some girls will just bring over the soup. Some girls will bring over the soup, sandwich, a whole bag of oranges, and some $10 juice. So I tell them what I need and see how they handle it. I don't get particular like this kind of. I need soup, oranges, and something to eat. Go. Shit test.
Exactly.
This is a shit test right now.
Exactly.
Because they always say afterwards, "Oh, how come you didn't call me? Oh, you should have." No, I'm calling you now. They'll tell you what they would have done if you would. No. No, I'm sick today. I'm so sick. I'm gonna just crack the door. Just leave it in the crack. Just put it by my mailbox because that's gay, man.
Yeah, it's funny because I've done all that shit myself, dude. Yeah. I've done all that shit. I remember one time I lied to a chick, and I was really at a mall in Illinois with one girl, and she's like, "I noticed your car wasn't at work," and I'm like, "Oh yeah. This was years ago," and I said, "Yeah, I'm sick today. I'm sick. I got my car in the garage. I'm sick." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
Kick them out and dry right back and shit. I'm about to leave that shit.
Yeah, and I remember she said, "Well, I just dropped off a bunch of stuff at your door. You want to come down and get it?" I was like, "Nah, go ahead and just leave it there. I appreciate it."
I got good neighbors.
And I remember when I came home, I had the other chick. So what I had to do is I had to stall, and I said, "Hey, wait right here. I gotta run inside real quick and put my dog up." And then what I did was I put all that shit up, and then I brought the other chick in the crib because what's she gonna think if she comes up and sees fucking boxes of NyQuil and Kleenex and shit? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, man. It's confirming what she already knows but don't want to see. Y'all didn't get that one. It confirms what she already knows but don't want to see.
Yeah.
That's fire game that y'all not even understanding right now. I know y'all not. But for the people who would do make sense to, it's shit that they already know but don't want to see. So that's my last time saying it. But I said I know you had to go, man. It was a pleasure as always. As always. Good chopping game with you. I know I'm about to smoke this tree and eat the fuck out these Rice Krispie treats. I'm wondering. I kind of want to. She got a chance to get a point because I kind of want the Apple Jacks Rice Krispie treats, and I want to see if we're on the same page. So either way it goes, I'm gonna eat the fuck out of them. But if she do get the Apple Jacks without me telling her, she gonna get a point right there.
Man, that sounds good too. Some Apple Jacks Krispy Treats, man.
Yeah, because you all that marshmallow, but then you got the fruit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I never had it though. I'm gonna tell you if it's fire. I was just thinking it.
Let me know, man.
Send
me a picture of that shit. I want to see what it looks like.
All right, man. Well, y'all subscribe to my man channel, man, and then man, tell your boys to watch the playback or some shit, or
Definitely, I will. And the next time we go live, I'm gonna do an announcement on the channel. That way they all can come aboard, man. Because we'll probably pile in at least 50 at least. So.
I don't know, man. The live should be hella hard, man. Because sometimes I get a lot of viewers when I don't want to, and sometimes I know you can agree with this. Sometimes you go live and it's kind of like a check-in thing. Like you're going live to check in, but you're not going live to sit for hours. But then me, when certain motherfuckers who I like and want to talk to, I almost feel obligated to stay on longer. I don't want to just be like, peace, y'all. And then like Black Ram was to get on here. I'll be like, all right, Black Ram, catch the playback. Like, no, he listening. I got to say some shit for his ass too. Or whoever.
Shout out to DK Media, Eli Empire, Mike Gates. So everybody in the chat room, Mr. JT. So yeah, when I go live, man, I don't normally go more than 2 hours, man. I'm usually at the hour and a half mark. And there's been a couple of times I almost piled in 50, which was a high number for me. I thought 50 was a good number. But you just never know what you're going to get, man. So
because even like on my Instagram shit, I done had hella people, and then I done just been on there chopping it up with 2 people. But the 2 people who it is basically like we're having a public 3-way conversation. So it's not really about how many people it is, because it's just like we're chopping. You know how you remember 3-way conversation, so it's just like, okay, we're having a 3-way conversation,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But it just so happens that people can chime in on it if they happen to come on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's your boy there, man. Moto Power 4250, man. That dude has got some good information, man.
Around this bitch and this bitch, he already sent me his thing, what he was doing, so I already know what he just finished doing. Shit.
All right, man. I'm gonna cut out here, man.
Right, he did that. You about to chill out, and I'm about to eat Rice Krispie treats. So see, Friday nights for some OGs, man.
Yeah, man.
Not always about the glitz and the glamour, man. We can fuck bitches anytime we fucking want to. You did?
Yeah, man. I fuck during the week. I don't even fuck on the weekends, man. I do shit for me on the weekends, and I fuck during the week.
He said right in her mouth. See, just like him. See now, if Moto wasn't on the stream that I was just on with Black Ram, I would stay on for him just because that's my partner and we could talk some shit. But hey, motherfucker, you was just on the stream for 3 hours, so I don't need to talk to your ass no more today. But if we wasn't on the stream and he got on, I'd be like, oh my, or you know, if I'm on and you hop on and I'm about to hop off and you on, I'm gonna stay on for you. You see what I'm saying?
I just went over there and subscribed to his channel, man. So I'm gonna peep him out.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. So.
Hey, you know what's hella funny though? When you listen to him, you gonna think he an OG. This motherfucker is 28 years old. You will watch. He's 28. You will never like. He's the same age as Talia, but you hear him. I told him, I'm like, I thought you was an OG, like not even OG like my age. Like I thought you was older than me. He be preaching. This is what he be doing.
Cool, man. I'm gonna check him out.
All right, man. Well,
all right, man.
And I'm gonna send you a picture of the Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah, send me a picture. I'm interested, man. I want to see what that shit looks like.
I don't know if it's gonna be honeycomb or Fruit Loops, man. It's gonna be cool. I'm wondering. It might be the new shit. See, the thing is, I created some shit. She put me on too. Now I might be putting all my bitches on to the Rice Krispie Fruit Loops treats and make it seem like it was.
Yes, make it sound like it was a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm creating some game through the situation. That could be my new specialty. When I make my Rice Krispie treats with Fruit Loops. You gotta try it, and I ain't just learned it from fucking with her. Experience was the game. That's I'm spitting right there. In case y'all didn't know where I was going. Experience. Yeah. That's how you learn. And we out, y'all.
All right, man. Holla.